Nolan Winter, the sophomore out of Lakeville, Minnesota. First free throw, rattles in. Never in doubt. It rattled in, it rattled out, it went back in. 75-72 Wisconsin.
Never in doubt. Never in doubt.
Tongue in cheek.
Yep.
McGee back in, Klesman out. Second free throw coming up for Nolan Winter. On the way, and he missed it short. Cooper the rebound. Badgers up 3, 20 seconds left. Here comes Jeremy Fears, 15 seconds. Fears driving to the bucket, and he got fouled by Tanjay with 14.9 to play. 75-72, Wisconsin. So a free throw fest here. Tanjay, the foul, his third. Fears at the line. 74% for the season, 2 of 2 today. 12 points this afternoon for Jeremy Fears. First free throw, good. 75-73 Wisconsin. Carr back in. Kohler out. Holloman is in for Akins.
The quick attack by Michigan State is exactly what you wanted to do in that situation.
Klesman ready to check back in. Fears with the second free throw. He made the first. And he made the second. 75-74 Wisconsin. Klesman back in. Winter out. Klesman again will inbound. Press is on. And no one is on Max. With a shuffle to the left. Still looking. No one available. Timeout Wisconsin. 14.9 seconds remaining. 75-74. Wisconsin leading Michigan State. 30-second timeout taken by Greg Gard. Both Gard and Izzo with one timeout available. Again, keep in mind, both teams are in the double bonus, and Michigan State has the possession arrow.
Now, Michigan State's been really good as far as the way that they've guarded the end line out, as far as switching everything, making it tough to get in. Wisconsin had to use a timeout there. But it's one of those things where in that situation as a player, you've got to cut with a purpose. You have to be physical. And then no matter what, most of the time, they're going to be on you. You have to play off your hip. You have to seal with your hip.
Yep.
If you don't, that's when steals happen. If you seal with that hip, then go get the ball. They're going to foul you immediately with 14.9 on the clock. But you have to seal with this hip.
Stephen Crowd will be inbounding now. And a little football lineup.
Yeah. And we've seen this before. I mean, there's a lot of teams have gone to this.
And it'll be Klesman inbounding. Crowd to the right, 3 receivers left. Roaming left is Max Klesman. Gets it into Tanjay, who gets fouled right away by Cohen Carr with 14.3 seconds to play. And John Tanjay will step to the foul line. He has 30 points today. The Badgers lead by 1, 75-74.
And if you're Wisconsin, if John makes both these, you're up 3. But with 14.3, still too early to foul up 3.
Tanjay steps to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Badgers up 1. First free throw, Tanjay, is good. Kohler and Akins back in. Carr and Holloman out. 76-74 Wisconsin. 14.3 seconds remaining here in Indianapolis. John Tanjay, another terrific game. Second free throw on the way. It's good. He's 12 for 12 at the line. Gilmore in, Klesman out. Timeout, Michigan State. Final one for Izzo. 77-74 Wisconsin with 14.3 seconds remaining.
Like I said, too early for the foul up 3 group that, when to foul. But if I'm Michigan State here, knowing that Greg's going to foul at this point, I'm running a play to try to get a 3. Now, if it's all taken away, which Wisconsin should do, then you take the quick 2. But, the draw up right now, if I'm Tom Izzo, is to try to get a look for 3, just based on we know how this plays out.
Yep, and Jace Richardson is 4 of 5 today. Spartans are 7 of 17. Of course, Richardson doing the heavy lifting. They were 7 of 15 yesterday. So for a team that doesn't shoot the three well, they have shot it well here in Indianapolis. Richardson, 21 points, 4 of 5 from distance. John Tonje, 32 points. He's hit 4 threes, and he is perfect at the free throw line, 12 for 12. Crowell, Gilmore, Tonje, McGee, and Blackwell on the floor for Wisconsin. Holloman, Fears, Richardson, Kohler, and Akins for Michigan State. Fears doesn't shoot many threes, but he's capable. 39%. Mentioned Richardson, 39% coming into the game. And better than that today is...
And now they're having a problem with sub. Now Michigan State called the timeout, so they should, like... Yeah, they should have allowed the substitution. I don't know why.
So here we go. Trey Holloman will be inbounding. 14.3 seconds to play, 77-74 Wisconsin. Holloman inbounds to Fears, up the floor right side, Tonje defense. Fears right of the lane, stops, feeds Holloman for three, blocked by Gilmore. It's loose, Tonje's there. He's fouled with 6 seconds left. Another moment for Gilly James. What timing on the block from Carter Gilmore.
What a block by Gard. Gilmore is right. He was there for the initial help, and then the fly out to get a piece.
Trey Holloman, who hit that half-court heave at Maryland, gets denied by Gilmore. Tonje will shoot 2, 6 seconds left. Badgers up 3. First free throw, Tonje is short. Just to add to the drama, 77-74 the Badgers.
Even if he misses, it's a foul situation. You're up 3. There's 6 seconds left here. If he makes it, no big deal. You know what to do up 4.
Second free throw for Tonje on the way, and that's going to roll off. Rebound, Fears, 5 seconds.
You got to get him. You got to foul.
4, and he throws one up. Knocked away. Gilmore ahead to Tonje, and we'll see it tomorrow. The Badgers win it. They hang on and defeat Michigan State 77-74.
I'll let you go, but there's I think there was, and we'll see if John Tonje, because they were trying to foul.
Oh, God, no, he got the ball.
He got all ball. But John Tonje was trying to foul that time, but thankfully he got all ball when he reached in.
He sure did. I was waiting for the whistle.
Because it was a foul here situation, and John Tonje got all ball.
Woo-hoo-hoo. He sure did. And after John Tonje, who had made 12 straight free throws, missed 2.
I don't know if it was all ball again, Matt. I don't know if it's all ball. Thank you is what I will say.
What a game it was, as the Badgers will advance to the Big Ten Tournament Championship game for the second straight year. Wisconsin 77, Michigan State 74.
I lean towards all ball, though. More that we watch from this, it does look like it was all ball, man. I know it was one of those, but man.
We will be talking to someone here. I don't know. Is that the wire? Okay, I think we're going to be joined by Badgers head coach Greg Gard as they get him hooked up. As coach, just another boring day at the office here, huh?
Wow, is that heck of a Patrick? I'm good, man. I can hear. Yeah, I mean, you'd like to make a couple free throws there at the end to really take all the drama out of it, but. You know, we found a way. And obviously we had big guys step up. Small ball Linus got us going a little bit in the second half. You know, we got a little too much foul trouble, but heck of a college basketball game, man. Two heavyweights going at it.
We've talked a lot about it. Different guys stepping up. Carter Gilmore, yet again.
Yeah.
I mean, how fantastic. Yeah. Obviously the defensive play, but the energy offensively.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a senior that loves Wisconsin. And he plays his heart out, and couldn't be happier for him.
It was a perfect time where Vertonghen to want to foul, but not. He gets the ball there in the end, right?
Yeah, I know. How about just have the 90% free throw shooter make one of the free throws?
What is it about the Big Ten tournament, Greg? Some of the best games we have seen Wisconsin basketball play have been in this event. It just seems to work out that way.
I mean, it's just it's March. It's March, and I was talking to Coach Izzo before the game, and he goes, "Can you believe it? We've met 12 times. We have the most ever of us in Michigan State." I said, "Tom, it's because."
On a quick prep, I appreciate the time you carve out, Will. Good luck with this and also the thesis.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Brian.
There's Will Cheddar. Much more to do on the pregame show as we continue. We'll check in with Rob Joyce in the out-of-town scoreboard when we come back. Michigan, Maryland, second semifinal on the way. Here from Indianapolis, this is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits. We have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Warm up this winter with thoughts of Michigan softball and Michigan baseball because tickets are on sale now. Softball is fresh off yet another Big Ten tournament title and NCAA tournament appearance, while Michigan baseball has posted a winning record in 11 of its last 12 seasons and eyes a return to the tournament for the first time since 2022. For schedules, promotions, and ticket information, visit mgoblue.com. That's mgoblue.com to join us for Michigan softball and baseball this spring.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
This Michigan season is all about teamwork, on and off the court. That's why we're thrilled to have Founders Brewing Company as a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Founders has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like Michigan Pilsner, their new Mortal Bloom, and, of course, All Day IPA right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Celebrate every three-pointer and slam dunk with the perfect pour of Founders. Learn more about Founders' community involvement and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
Getting you set for Michigan and Maryland from the Big Ten quarterfinals in Indy. We don't have any confirmed tip time. Countdown clock started, so lineups come in about 24 minutes. So we're looking at a 3:52-ish, 3:50 or so tip-off. So we still got about half an hour until tip between Michigan and Maryland because the first game ran a little bit long, the first semifinal at the Big Ten tournament. However, we know the winner of our game will advance to tomorrow's Big Ten title game. Wisconsin led Michigan State 77-74 inside of a few seconds left in regulation. John Tonje, monster game. He was 12 of 12 at the free throw line. He was at the line for two, up by three. One would ice it. He missed the first. Surely wouldn't miss the second, right?
Second free throw for Tonje on the way, and that's going to roll off. Rebound, Fierce, 5 seconds.
Get him. You got to foul.
And he throws one up. Knocked away. Gilmore ahead to Tonje, and we'll see it tomorrow. The Badgers win it. They hang on and defeat Michigan State 77-74.
Matt LePay from Learfield. 77-74. So Tanjay missed the second free throw. Michigan State's Jeremy Fears tried to throw up a half-court heave at the buzzer. Tanjay, not sure if he was trying to foul before the shot to guarantee the 2 free throws versus the 3 either way. Stuck his hand in there, got the ball. Michigan State wanted a foul. No foul. Badgers run out the final few seconds, and Wisconsin moves on to the Big Ten Tournament Championship game tomorrow. Tanjay, 32 points, 8 of 15 shooting. Those 32 points, a Wisconsin record for a Big Ten Tournament game. And the Badgers, after making 19 threes yesterday, tack on 9 more today and defeat the top-seeded Spartans 77-74. Games to this point haven't been the most exciting in Indy really until that semifinal. Yesterday's quarterfinal round saw all 4 games decided by double digits. That includes the Maryland rout of Illinois by 23, when at one point they were up by 36. Wisconsin beat UCLA by 16 in a game that had a 27-point margin with 3 minutes left. Michigan won by 18. Still, though, a lot of news and notes have come out of the league throughout the week. Notably, now 3 head coaching vacancies in the Big Ten. We've known about Indiana, although the Hoosiers making a push to make the NCAA tournament, even as Mike Woodson is stepping down upon the end of the season. But following Thursday's second-round loss to Illinois in the highest-scoring game in Big Ten history, 106-94 Illini in regulation, Iowa dismissed Fran McCaffrey after 15 years, winning his coach in program history. He won nearly 300 games with the Hawkeyes, but finished 17-16 this year, second straight missed NCAA tournament. And as it turns out, McCaffrey's last game, that loss to Illinois, saw him somewhat fittingly pick up 2 technicals in the span of about 15-20 seconds, and it resulted in his ejection in what turned out to be his final game as coach of Iowa. Minnesota also opened after the Gophers went one and done, opening the tournament Wednesday with a loss to Northwestern. Head coach Ben Johnson was let go after 4 years, and that news broke in the dead of night around 2 a.m. or so Thursday morning. That press release went out. No tournament trips for the program in Johnson's 4 seasons at the helm. No other coaching moves in the conference, even as teams' seasons end. Rutgers lost on Wednesday in double OT to USC, so assuming Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey get drafted, where most project them to get drafted, the Scarlet Knights will be the first team ever with 2 lottery picks to miss the tournament. They were 15-17 overall. USC, even with the win, still wrap up Eric Musselman's first year at 16-17. How about Northwestern? Likely to go to the postseason of some sort after winning a game this week. Wildcats, despite season-ending injuries to Brooks Barnheiser and Jalen Leach, most folks had them not even making the Big Ten tournament after that. 1-4 with final 7. They're back over 500. Obviously, the 4 semifinalists are all safely in the NCAA tournament field, along with Purdue, Illinois, Oregon, and UCLA. Indiana won 4 of its final 5 regular season games, so the Hoosiers may be safe despite a one-and-done showing this week as they sit at 19-13 overall. Ohio State, meanwhile, sweating it out until tomorrow night when that bracket comes out. Buckeyes lost to the Hoosiers last week in the regular season finale in Bloomington, so they had to play Wednesday in the first round. Went one and done Wednesday with a loss to Iowa. So Ohio State just 17-15 now going into Selection Sunday off the heels of consecutive losses. Meanwhile, we're counting it down to Michigan and Maryland, the 2 teams out on the floor warming up. Championship Saturday for much of the country. We'll run through it next. This is Wolverine Basketball from Learfield.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student athletes. Help Champion Circle empower Wolverine student athletes through NIL by joining the Everybody In for Michigan campaign. Our goal is to reach over 100,000 Michigan fans to help ensure that Michigan remains at the forefront of college athletics. For more on the Everybody In for Michigan campaign, head to championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
A quick 60-second local timeout, then more Wolverines basketball. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through March 31st, you can get any new Highlander or Grand Highlander with 6.49 APR financing up to 72 months, including hybrid models with $1,681 per thousand borrowed, subject to approved credit through TFS. Plus, every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We're about, 20-ish minutes or so away from Indianapolis. Michigan battling Maryland. Just gave you your Big Ten tournament primer. Across college basketball, auto bids galore today. A dozen will be handed out and all before the night ends. But at the power level, not until later on tonight. Going on right now, it's the SEC Tournament Semifinal still in Nashville. Pits the top 4 seeds against one another. They're all top 10 teams in the country vying for 1 seeds in the Big Dance. Game 1 just ended a few minutes ago. The defending champs in the event knocked out Tennessee over Auburn.
Ziegler probing left of the circle, rifles a 3. It's good! Zakai Ziegler is cold. 60-49, Tennessee.
The experience of Zakai Ziegler, understanding the situation, being able to make shots from the outside, and not taking any risks like Pettiford did.
Man, does he know the situation like nobody's business.
Jason Benetti, Tony Delk, SEC Radio Network. 20 for Zakai Ziegler. Tennessee moves on to tomorrow's championship game, 70-65 over Auburn. The second semifinal will follow. Florida takes on Alabama. The two teams met just 10 days ago in Tuscaloosa. A 99-94 Gators victory. Both teams in the hunt for a high seed next week. Head coach Nate Oates says his team needs to be better everywhere on the floor than they were 10 days ago in order to advance and pick up what would be a resume victory on top of a semifinal victory.
Front court's got to be a lot better than they were last game. And so does our backcourt, to be honest with you. We just weren't very good. So, there was a few positive things we did against them. Second half, we kind of let it get to us. I thought their physicality, we were going to have to really lock into being significantly better against them. But they're one of the better teams in the country. I mean, they're fighting for a 1 seed like we are, so this will be a big game for both getting to the SEC championship and a 1 seed.
So the SEC in the semifinals, the other power leagues all in their championship games. It starts at 6 o'clock in the Big 12. A couple of newcomers will vie for the tourney crown. Houston in year 2 in the league. Arizona in year 1. Cougars and Wildcats from Kansas City. Cougars won the first meeting in Tucson, ran away with the league in the regular season, winning it by 4 games. And Arizona head coach Tommy Lloyd says, against the juggernaut, just give it a go.
We got to come out and play tomorrow. I mean, it's great coming down here and getting 2 wins against 2 really good teams. I mean, you beat Kansas in Kansas City. That says something. You beat a Texas Tech team that found a way to take second in the conference. That says something. So now, now we got the champ. We're staring down the champ, and let's see what we got.
That's at 6 tonight. At 6:30, the top 2 seeds in the Big East will play for the tournament championship in St. John's and Creighton. Red Storm have not won the event since 2000. Blue Jays have never won since joining the league a decade ago. Creighton, quietly a very good calendar year, sat at 9-6 after a loss on January 3rd. Are 15-3 since, even without Pop Isaacs, a 16-point-a-game guard who suffered a season-ending injury shortly after that. A response of which head coach Greg Gard is proud.
We lost our second leading scorers 8 games in, and here we are in the Big East championship game and finished second in the league. So we had to retool things. Guys had to take on new roles, and they embraced that. And we could have hung our heads and felt sorry for ourselves, but instead this group went to work.
Lastly, the ACC title game will tip at 8:30 in Charlotte between Duke in Louisville. The top 2 seeds, no Cooper Flagg expected for the Blue Devils again after he hurt his ankle on Friday. He missed yesterday's wild game against North Carolina. Louisville in a very similar spot as Michigan. Last year, 8-24 overall, just 3-17 in conference play. Well, new head coach Pat Kelsey comes in from College of Charleston. Year 1, a rousing success. They're 27-6. They're ranked in the top 15. They went 18-2 in the ACC in the regular season, and they're playing for their first ACC championship since joining a decade ago. And Kelsey says he honestly has very little to do with it.
When we accomplish things like this and have an opportunity to play for a ACC championship tomorrow, kind of makes you feel like you're doing your part and you're earning your keep. And that group of young men in that locker room is special. I've never had a team that has the seriousness of purpose every day in preparation like they do. You can see the caliber of competitors, dogs that they are when things get hot in big moments, and they're taking me on this ride with them.
So the ACC, Big East, and Big 12 will all be decided tonight. The Big 10 SEC, of course, tomorrow, along with the American and the A10. Memphis is a ranked team. They're playing in the semifinal right now in the American League. Tulane, 18-15 midway through the first half there. A ton of auto bids are being punched today, though, at the mid and low major levels. Earlier today, Bryant won the America East. Norfolk State just withheld a furious South Carolina State comeback to win the MEAC. So the Spartans, 66-65 winners, are off to the big dance. Later on today, the Mountain West, the Metro, the MAC, the Conference USA, the SWAC, Big West, WAC, they're all still to come tonight. The Mountain West one in particular could be a bid stealer at 6. That game tips off. Boise State plays Colorado State. The Broncos were likely on the outside of the field coming into the week, have consecutive quad 1 wins, could be in even with a loss. The Rams, however, likely need a win today regardless. So Ohio State and the Indianas of the world will be paying close attention to the happenings in Las Vegas at 6 o'clock. We're not worried about that. It's Michigan and Maryland here this afternoon. Tip-off 15 or so minutes away. We'll take a timeout. Come back. Get the pregame thoughts of head coach Dusty May. After this, you're listening to Michigan Basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Risk management is not just what we do, it's our calling. We trace our roots to 1850 when Alan Pinkerton founded Pinkerton's National Detective Agency. During our rich history, we created a forerunner to the U.S. Secret Service, hired America's first woman detective, and remained the industry leader. Today, we infuse institutional knowledge and technology with integrity, vigilance, and excellence to deliver innovative solutions to clients around the globe. No matter when, no matter where, we are there for you. Because at Pinkerton, we never sleep.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
We're closing in on tip-off, so let's head into the Michigan locker room and hear from head coach Dusty May. With Coach May, here's Brian Bush.
Moments away from tip-off, Wolverines looking to get to the Big Ten Tournament Championship game. We're with the head coach, Dusty May. This is a unique setup from a time standpoint, but it's the second time in 3 years you've had to deal with a very short turnaround. Conference USA Tournament 2023, 6:30 quarter to a 12:30 semi. What's unique about this? How valuable must your time and the players' time be in about a 15-hour stretch?
Well, there's give and take in everything that you do. If you choose to prepare, over-prepare, you're sacrificing rest and playing with a clear mind. Maryland, the way they play, they make you play basketball. You have to read and react, play out of concepts, and so we chose to let our guys sleep in this morning. We're going to show film a couple times before we go over this afternoon, but it's a quick turn, but fortunately we played them just a few weeks ago.
from your standpoint, with the way that you communicate things to your staff, to your players, normally at halftime when you're going into the locker room after watching the first half, you're not really sure who's going to win. Did you at all let your mind go to Maryland when they were up big against Illinois, knowing that would be the potential assignment?
Yeah, you think about it just as you're watching it, and you're trying to take what Illinois is trying to do and see what works for you. But not really. At that point, so much of your time, focus, and energy is on Purdue, and you just hope that you're fortunate enough to be still playing and give yourself another opportunity. And these condensed setups, it's more difficult than NCAA tournament. So the teams with more depth usually are they're at a favorable spot. But Maryland doesn't go. They typically don't go deep into their bench, and because of injuries and whatnot, our bench is we've settled into an 8-man rotation, and it looks like the guys, by knowing when they're going to play, where their minutes are coming from, they seem much more comfortable.
Obviously, each game is its own animal, each matchup same way, but the way that all 8 of your rotation pieces contributed and did so significantly, that's the recipe in March. There's a lot of people throw out things. I know you're asked about guard play being the recipe in March, but if you have all 8 singing the same song like they were yesterday, that's if you can replicate that, I think you'd probably be satisfied with any of the result, right?
Yeah, good players playing well is the recipe in March. Like we said, that we had good balance last night. I thought we had good rhythm and flow to the game. Vlad didn't convert a couple shots early, and I think second half he was almost 100% from the field. And then everyone else that played contributed. They took good shots. They moved the ball. We looked like a group that was trying to serve and serve each other and play to win.
To Maryland, the two bigs, how do they kind of compare and contrast? And Reese's numbers have gone down a little bit as Queen has gone up. Anything to that, or anything you've noticed in some of the recent film study for them?
Well, when you have 5 capable and potent scorers like they have, it's not as if the possessions are going to go up. So when one guy has success, typically it's going to mean less success for one more guy or 2 other guys, whatever the case. And it seems like a team that they're okay with that. They're playing really good basketball, and Reese he's talented. He can score, but he just seems like a guy that holds it all together. Defensively, he's maybe the best drop ball screen coverage defender that we've seen, with his anticipation and his ability to protect the rim and force tough mid-range shots. So he does a lot for them. What a great holdover for Coach Willard to have a guy in your program that long that has the institutional knowledge that he does, and then obviously the unselfishness that it takes to play at a championship level.
And Coach Willard mentioned the bench setting the tone defensively yesterday. A lot's made of their starting 5, understandably so. They average 70 points a game. But from their standpoint, when they get contributions from the bench, it feels like that can be a real spark, can it?
Yeah, Geronimo, he's really come a long way in a short period, and I think it's always been there. It's just sometimes it's opportunity. And with foul trouble, I think it was Reese had 2 early fouls, so it just gave him an opportunity to play extended minutes. And he's a talented guy that's paid his dues. He started at Indiana and was more just a raw athlete, and now he's added a jump shot and a jump hook. But most importantly, he's around the basketball. So if you don't get a body on him, he's a load on the glass.
Always appreciate it, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
There's Dusty May. Michigan, Maryland coming up. We'll have Terry's keys to victory, the starting lineups, and the opening tip from Indianapolis when we come back. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Gambling can be fun. Here we go. Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem.
MLS ID 141868.
Ann Arbor has a goal to reach 100% renewable energy by 2030, and DTE is committed to helping the city get there. Between DTE's wind and solar projects and local participation in My Green Power, we're already 30% of the way there. Join thousands of your neighbors who are using My Green Power to reduce their carbon footprint. and support Michigan-made renewable energy. Learn more at migreenpower.com. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
Warm up this winter with thoughts of Michigan softball and Michigan baseball, because tickets are on sale now. Softball is fresh off yet another Big Ten tournament title and NCAA tournament appearance, while Michigan baseball has posted a winning record in 11 of its last 12 seasons and eyes a return to the tournament for the first time since 2022. For schedules, promotions, and ticket information, visit mgoblue.com. That's mgoblue.com to join us for Michigan softball and baseball this spring.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude. Gets up when they fall down and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids dealing with unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness or disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Help us get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Moments away from the Big Ten semifinal finale. Either Michigan or Maryland will tangle with Wisconsin tomorrow around the same time for the Big Ten Tournament Championship, and the final data point before the NCAA Tournament bracket is revealed. Terry Mills, Michigan saw Maryland just 10 days ago. Wolverines trailed by 11 at halftime. Made it close in the second half, couldn't get the job done. How do they bounce back? What are your keys to victory?
Well, number one, offensively, Michigan's got to be aware of Maryland changing defenses. And when you recognize those changing defenses, be ready to attack. Maryland is a team that loves to play that drop coverage defense that's going to force Michigan to make decisions or either score at the mid-range positions. And Michigan has confidence right now. I think they will make the right decisions. Number two is value to basketball. This Maryland basketball team is elite defensively. 17 points off of turnovers, 8 steals a ball game. I mean, what can you say about this team defensively? I mean, Michigan's got to take care of that basketball. Don't have those turnovers turn into turnovers for touchdowns. No buddy running in this game here. I mean, and what I mean by buddy running is, hey, you and I out for a jog together and we're running side by side. So Michigan's got to take care of that. Get back and get ahead of the defense. And last but not least is be physical. Michigan has kind of gained a little confidence in that practice, a couple practices they had by being physical. Got to be physical in this ball game. All hands on deck when it comes to rebounding. And if you can accomplish that, Michigan will be in great shape.
In that first meeting, offensive rebounding numbers for Maryland, 11, leading to 17 second chance points. The top two rebounding teams in the Big Ten in terms of duos in this game. Number 2, Vlad Golden and Danny Wolf, behind only Julian Reese and Derek Queen. Let's give you the starting lineups first for the men from beautiful College Park, Maryland. The Terrapins at 25-7 overall. They went 14-6 in the Big Ten. They are the 2 seed in this event. Jacoby Gillespie, third-team All-Big Ten performer, runs point. He is a Belmont transfer and a junior. Their star, the Terps yesterday, Rodney Rice at the 2-guard spot, went 7 of 9 from downtown for a team-high 26 points, tied for the most points by a Terp in a conference tournament game. At the 3 spot, Selton Miguel, the 5th-year senior, who is playing in his 151st collegiate game. He was outstanding against the Wolverines in Ann Arbor, 17 points, 7 of 13 from the floor. The aforementioned front court duo of Julian Reese at the 4 spot and Derek Queen at the 5. Reese has been a modest performer as of late, had just 6 points and 4 rebounds at Michigan 10 days ago, but he is tied for the Big Ten's lead with his teammate Derek Queen and Michigan's Danny Wolf in double-doubles with 14. Queen, the Big Ten's freshman of the year, finished the regular season 13th in points, 3rd in rebounds, and 5th in field goal percentage in the Big Ten. The Terps play for third-year head coach Kevin Willard, who is 63-37 so far in his time at Maryland, 101 games old, including today. A win today would clinch Kevin Willard's winningest season, and this is 18th collegiate head coaching campaign. Associate head coach is David Cox, assistants Kevin Norris and Greg Manning Jr. For the Michigan Wolverines, 23-9 for the overall ledger. They also went 14-6 in the Big Ten, a 3 seed in this event due to that loss to Maryland earlier this month. Trey Donaldson
He was outstanding yesterday. 13 points, 3 made threes, engineered the offense. Dusty May talked about the fact that he managed the game well. He runs point for Michigan for the 33rd time in as many tries. Damari Burnett had Michigan's first 5, just 2 the rest of the game, but he helped liven up Michigan early after falling behind 6-zip. He is at the 2-guard spot. He started every game this year. At the 3 spot, Reuben Jones eclipsed 1,000 career points in game 133 of his collegiate career yesterday. Had 8 points, 1 shy of a season high in the win. The aforementioned Danny Wolf, second-team All-Big Ten performer, joined by fellow alien member of Area 51, number 50, Vlad Golden, a first-teamer in this league. Game number 150, he had 20 points and a career-best 15 boards against the Terps in Ann Arbor. Head coach is Dusty May, first season with the Wolverines, 7th season as a collegiate head coach. A win today would give him 150 as a boss. He has lost 78 times. Assistants, Mike Boynton Jr., Akeem Miskadeen, Drew Williamson, Kyle Church, and the man on the scout, our pregame guest, Justin Joyner. Officials for this semifinal finale in Indianapolis, Jeffrey Anderson, DJ Karstensen, and Larry Scorado. Maryland, the home team in this one, as the better seed. They're in their home whites. Michigan comes out in the blue jersey, tops and bottoms, here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. With the national champion Terry Mills, our engineer and producer Tony Butler, and our host Rob Joyce, I'm Brian Bush. This is March. This is the second to last opportunity to impress the committee for one of these teams, the last for the other. A lot of fun here, Terry Mills.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. You know, I'm loving seeing this Michigan fan base really starting to embrace this basketball team. A lot of Spartan holdovers, if you will. I'm not sure if they're going to be rooting for the Wolverines, but I'll tell you what, I like our crowd here.
Winner gets 5th-seeded Wisconsin, who took care of Northwestern by 7 on Thursday, blew out UCLA by 16 on Friday, and then nipped the regular season champions Michigan State 77-74 moments ago. Vlad Golden ready to jump for Michigan. Julian Reese for Maryland. Jeffrey Anderson flings it up into the air. It is knocked near the out-of-bounds mark far sideline as Jacoby Gillespie secures for the Terps, who work right to left to start this ball game. Gillespie pauses near the Michigan bench. Over to Miguel at the point. Now Rice at that center circle, formerly the Kaleidoscope. Now it's an Indianapolis-themed logo. Shot fake Rice did not trigger. Low block left Reese. Spinning in on Donaldson, who removed the chair. Reese kind of was lucky to get a shot off, and he got bumped inside. And 25 seconds in, Vlad Golden, who was Michigan's North Star against Maryland back on the 5th of March against the Terps, he picks up a foul.
Yeah, I didn't think Julian Reese even had an attempt there because, I mean, when he pulled that chair from up underneath him, he was underneath the basket. So
Reese, 74% from the free throw line, knocks down the first. Huge inflation for him from the stripe versus a season ago. His junior year, he was at 57%. Line drive second shot, way too strong. Rebound Michigan, Danny Wolf.
Yeah, and this is one of those games where I think Michigan's going to have to bring their own energy, if you will.
Donaldson, whip it left point. Wolf considers a 3. Some Michigan State fans have filed out. More Wisconsin fans sticking around after the win earlier. Donaldson pauses right elbow, kick it left wing. Burnett dials up a rainmaking 3, barely grazes front iron. Rebound off the grasp of Rodney Rice for Maryland. Michigan gets a second lease on life on an easy. That wasn't a 50-50 ball. That was a 90-10 ball where the 10 comes up for Michigan.
Yeah, and you got to find out which team is going to have the most energy here.
1-0 Maryland. Inbound Wolf spinning from the free throw line. English is one over Queen, and it's good. He got that one about 10 feet 1 inch off the ground, and he's able to slither it home 2-1 U of M.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it counts, and that's all that matters.
Queen, shot fake free throw line, drives in Euros, finger rolls and scores over to the front of the rim. The Big Ten's freshman of the year with a nifty move, 3-2 Terrapins, 70 seconds old.
Well, I tell you, Derek Queen loves operating.
Wolf spins, Queen flopped, and Wolf gets called for an offensive foul. That's the 3rd offensive foul Michigan has endured in the first half of this event. And that's a pretty surprising turn of events. I don't know if Michigan was called for 3 charges all regular season.
Yeah, and I was going back to Derek Queen. They love to have him operating in the middle of the court. And he not only can score there, he can put it on the deck, he can pass it, so he's a big threat.
Rice, right elbow, tough fadeaway jumper. Popcorn's out of there. Rebound to Amari Burnett for Michigan. 3-2 Terps. Michigan the basketball. Left wing Wolf. Now to the point Donaldson. So both Michigan 7-footers with a foul. Left wing Donaldson pops up a three and knocks it down. Triple 57 for Trey. His fourth in Indy. 5-3 Wolverines.
Yeah. Trey is taking off right where he left off last night.
Right baseline, head down Gillespie, kicks it out Queen. Thought about taking his 25th three-ball attempt of the year. Instead, drives, banks, and scores at the right baseline. Took it right of the lane, knotted up at 5 apiece. Queen's only made 2 of those triples. Smartly took it in for 2 to tie it up.
Well, Derek Queen's a talent. I tell you, he can score in many different ways.
Likely a first-round pick. Some call him a lottery pick. Golden flings one on a tip pass to Wolf, and he stepped on the baseline after it was redirected. Both Reese and Queen flummoxing Golden and Wolf there. So the 2-star forwards for Maryland able to strike a turnover for Michigan. Vlad Golden leads, and Will Cheddar summoned at the 17:47 mark of the first half. The game tied at 5.
Yeah, like that substitution there with Will Cheddar being in the game. Michigan seems like they could use a little boost of energy, and you know where we can get it from with Will Cheddar.
Cheddar at 8 first-half points for the Wolverines. They led by 4 on Purdue at the break, won it by 18. Low block right, Reese backs down against Cheddar, leans in with an elbow, fades away, hooks and scores. Reese from 6 feet, 7-5, Maryland with the advantage again. Donaldson directing traffic with the right hand as he dribbles with the left. 40 feet out, high on the left for the blue-clad Wolverines. Semifinal Saturday, winner gets Wisconsin on Sunday. Cheddar to the left side, Donaldson. Makes it out a 3 that he just hit from that same spot moments ago. Gillespie just lodges it. Donaldson gets it back. Shot clock whittles to 5. Behind the back bounce, Donaldson on Reese. Takes it in, Euros, floats, air ball. Ball popped out toward the out-of-bounds side near the Maryland bench. Either out of bounds or shot clock violation. Either way, it's Maryland's ball. Up 2 on Michigan, 16:56 left first half.
Well, I tell you what, Michigan is getting a little stagnant in their offense. Love when they keep that ball hot, moving it from side to side, get that defense to shifting.
Queen exits. Jordan Geronimo, the Indiana transfer, who chimed in with a season-high 11 points yesterday in the bludgeoning of Illinois. He checks in for the first time. Gillespie jumping past low block left to Reese. Spins on Cheddar. Another hook shot from 6. This from the left baseline, too strong. Amari Burnett, Michigan guard, pulls down his second rebound. He works into the forecourt. High to the left, Donaldson now. Head of the key, Wolf. Michigan down by 2 early, 16:30 ticking first half clock from Indy. Wolf spins on Reese, leans in, banks it too strong. Burnett soars for the rebound, grabs it, had his putback block, deflects to Wolf, kick Jones left side to Donaldson, reset for Michigan. Shot clock at 11, face guarded by Rice. Donaldson takes off, head down, double clutch, high off the window, and he scores it. Nice move from Trey Donaldson, 7-7.
He pulls up the symbol that he's too small. How about that?
Donaldson with 5 of the Wolverines, 7 early. Right side, here's a 3 from Gillespie on a handoff from Julian Reese, and he knocks it down. 10-7, the Terps, they are lethal from downtown, 10-7 Maryland.
Yeah, especially from that guard position. Those 3 guards shoot lights out from the three-point line.
Media stoppage, next dead ball. Wolf ponders a 3, drives right of the lane, kick it right corner, Jones. Over to Burnett, shimmy, shoots the left wing 3 and knocks it down. Amari Burnett, a nifty move for a 3-ball, and the Wolverines bring this one even again at 10-10, 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah, I tell you what, Amari Burnett is ready to go. I've seen him last night when we got back to the hotel. Said he has a championship to win.
Head of the key, jumper from Miguel goes begging. Front iron, backboard and out. Michigan rebound, up ahead Burnett, turbos into the lane, underneath the cup, picks up his dribble, almost falls, leans in, floats, misses, but he earns a foul and a couple of free throws on the Miguel bump from 3 feet away. Amari Burnett has the urgency of a young man eyeing a championship after he and the Wolverines were one and done on a Wednesday night in this event last year. All square, 10 apiece, 15-12 remaining in the first half. Big Ten semifinal between the Wolverines and the Terps. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa presents the 30-second radio hour.
Woo! I ask you, Donna, is cross-country skiing great or what? Yeah, I'm speechless too. Finding your true north can really take your breath away. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Discover your true north moment amid the wonders of nature at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa.
Hey, Donna, how about some snowshoeing after this? Are you kidding me?
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa. No truer north.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan Basketball from Learfield.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Wolverines and Terps all square at 10, 15-12 to play first half in this Big Ten Tournament semi-final. As we pause 10 seconds for station identification, this is Michigan Basketball from Learfield. Delighted to be with you for the second to last Big Ten Tournament game here in 2025 at the best host of this event, Indianapolis and the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. With the national champion Terry Mills, our engineer Tony Butler, and our host Rob Joyce, I'm Brian Bush. This broadcast is copyrighted by the Big Ten Conference, Inc. Any use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Big Ten Conference's express written consent is prohibited. Terry, we talked about the interior play coming into this one, but it's Michigan's guards. 5 from Trey Donaldson, 3 points and 3 rebounds from Damari Burnett.
Yeah, well, whenever you can get stellar guard play like that, lets you know that you're engaged in the basketball game, because I feel like Michigan's big guys are going to get involved in this game one way or another. So,
out of the media stoppage, Damari Burnett at the free throw line for 2. 76% during the regular season, and he swirls home the first on his first free throw since March the 2nd against Illinois. So 11-10 Wolverines, already 5 lead changes and 3 ties. Not even 5 minutes old. Second free throw up and pure from Burnett. 12-10 U of M. And Roddy Gale Jr. checks in for Burnett. Gale gave Michigan some splendid minutes yesterday.
Yes, he did. And love to see how he's going to respond here today.
He improved to 5-2 in the Big Ten Tournament. First win with Michigan. Low block left. It's Tafara Gapari just in for the first time for Maryland. Derek Queen back into the ball game. Also Jay Young out there for the first time. Rice probes into the paint. Flings one up there, no, but he induces some contact and a foul. It comes on Michigan's Roddy Gale Jr. So Maryland tries to counter with a couple of free throws to bring this one back square.
Yeah, you don't feel like there's a lot of juice in the building. I mean, that's a tough game to kind of follow at Michigan State, Wisconsin. There was a lot of juice in this building here, so I think it eventually come around, but Michigan's just got to stay focused.
Rice 81% from the stripe, swishes the first. 12-11, Michigan's lead cut to 1. 14:53 to play. That quarterfinal Friday featured 8 teams all in the top 30 in the net, but all 4 of those games were decided by double figures. The semi before this one, Wisconsin-Michigan State, was a dandy. Second free throw strong there from Rice. So the 81%er splits a pair. Michigan clings to a 1-point lead, and they have the basketball after the rebound. Wolf right wing to Donaldson. Left point pops up another 3. Front iron and off. Good strong rebound, jumping and soaring to Farah Gapari for Maryland. Up ahead, Jay Young, the 6th-year senior at his 5th collegiate stop. Left wing Miguel. Around a modest Queen hedge, stops at the free throw line, gives to a driving Gapari, but they were a little bit off communication there. Errant pass to the Michigan bench, and Maryland commits its first turnover after just 3 in the win over Illinois yesterday.
Yeah, they played pretty much a flawless game as far as that's concerned. And, you know, we're always concerned about Michigan's turnovers. They have 3 turnovers, but hey, those turnovers are going to happen during the course of the game, but none of them has hurt the Wolverines.
Miguel exits from Maryland in lieu of Deshaun Harris-Smith. Wolverines bringing L.J. Kaysen for the first time as Danny Wolf sits. Glad Golden back in as he spells Reuben Jones. Inside Golden catches, floats, hit every part of the rim before flinging out of there. Rebound to Derek Queen. Queen is first today. Average 9 a ball game. Queen has it at the point for the Terps, who trail Michigan by 1. A little bit past the 6-minute mark of this first half. Left wing Gillespie, long range 3. Front iron and off, and an eye-high rebound to Donaldson. Lobs it up ahead, Kaysen catches all in one motion, banks and missed it strong. Kaysen dislodged it, but it rolls to Maryland's Harris Smith. Terps get the basketball. Dynamite feed from Trey.
Yes, it was. It was a good look.
Queen pops up a 3 straight on and swishes it. That's a rarity for Derek Queen, just his 3rd make in 25 tries this year, and the 2 makes came in the same game, game 2 of the Big Ten season against Purdue. Other side, Golden spins low on the left, off the glass for 2. Michigan rebuts, and we're deadlocked at 14, 13-13 to play first half.
Yeah, Derek Queen is going to knock down 3-point shots, something that he's not known for. That's something that Michigan's going to have to live with.
Queen has 7 to pace all scores. Gillespie high to the right, has Golden on a switch to Queen left point, accelerates on Cheddar, buries his way in, misses the lay-in, but is able to earn a foul as Will Cheddar gets whistled for it, says Jeffrey Anderson. And now Michigan at 14 fouls, and each of their bigs in the rotation, Golden, Wolf, and Cheddar, have 1.
Yeah, and you can see Coach Justin Joyner, who has to scout for this game, encouraging his guys to stay down on those pump fakes.
Queen, 76% from the line. Bends the knees, hoists and connects. 15-14 Maryland, 12:56 remaining first half. Julian Reese and Selton Miguel come back in for the Terps. Tafara Gapari and Deshaun Harris-Smith exit. Trey Donaldson's first respite comes at the 12:56 mark of the first half as Reuben Jones returns.
Yeah, and you got to feel like if Michigan can find a way to get downhill, get this Maryland team in a little foul trouble, because they rely heavy on their starters, and kind of make them dig into that bench a little bit.
Queen makes both. 16-14 Maryland. Danny Wolf replaces Will Cheddar for the Wolverines. Some press from the Terps. Jones breaks it on a bounce pass to Gale. To the right wing, Wolf back to Gale. High to the left, Jones. Had a couple of big threes for Michigan last night. As the Wolverines disposed of Purdue. Free throw line Golden. One dribble, jump stop, and he walked with it. The jump stop came after he had kind of planted and had terminated his opportunity to move. Wolverines commit turnover number 4, 2 shy of their season low total against the Boilers yesterday.
Yeah, but they're not turnovers that'll make you drop your head. I mean, those are dead ball turnovers. They're going to happen. I mean, talking about a team that played a lot last night, so.
Free throw line, Queen takes it left of the lane. Banker short, good contest by Golden, and Danny Wolf cleans up the Michigan board. 16-14 Terps, 12-18 on a ticking first half clock here in Indianapolis. Big Ten Tournament semifinal. Left wing Kaysen to Jones in between the rings. Doesn't take a screen from Golden. Now Vlad has it left point. Leave it Kaysen. Shot clock to 11. Kaysen slithers to the free throw line. Right block, leans in, throws it off the window, no good. Rebound Golden, and he's fouled on the floor. A loose ball foul comes on Maryland. They charge it on Deshaun Harris-Smith, who had just spelled Rodney Rice at the last stoppage. Harris-Smith, the only non-member of the Crab 5, the starting group for Maryland with a start this year. He started the first 4 before they changed things up with Rodney Rice. Inside, Michigan loses the basketball low on the left, and Michigan turns it over for a 5th time. First 4 have only yielded 2 Maryland points, but that's the difference right now. Terps 16, Michigan 14, 11:55 to play here in this first half, and on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Over 110 million albums sold worldwide. Def Leppard live Friday, July 18th at Soaring Eagle Casino. With special guest Collective Soul. Tickets start at $38 and are on sale now at the box office or etix.com. Def Leppard rocks the Soaring Eagle Summer Outdoor Concert Series with Collective Soul Friday, July 18th. SoaringEagleCasino.com.
Go Blue. Go Long. Go 5.5% ABV. Go sparkling citrus and real liquor. Go gluten-free and full flavor. Go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish Long Drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024. The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey Wolverine fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Michigan basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Michigan Wolverines. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
11:55 left first half here at the Big Ten Tournament semifinal. Michigan trailing Maryland 16-14. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce. Terry, your impressions of these first 8 minutes with Derek Queen being the star of the show so far, 9 of the Terps' 16.
Well, I tell you what, he's a star, and he's going to get his. He's going to be one of those players that get his. Michigan just has to stay the course right now, and I love the way they're sharing the basketball. The ball is starting to hop a little bit right now. He had 4 assists on 5 field goals. That's a good sign because Michigan had 25 assists the other day. So I think that's when they're at their best, is when that ball is moving around.
Yeah, 30 field goal attempts. It was Michigan's highest assist total of the year. Terps with a basketball and a 2-point lead, 16-14. Gillespie brings into the forecourt, joined by Harris Smith, Reese, Queen, and Miguel. Kaysen guards Gillespie as he lobs left point, Queen. Navigates to the right point, high to the right. Gillespie gets it back around a meaty Reese screen. Steps back, lost defensively. Did Michigan, shoots up a 3, rattles out, tap up, no good. Hung on the left side of the rim by Reese, and Golden able to snatch the Michigan board. Near sideline, Gale with those bright pink sneakers on with the blue jersey top and bottom. Jones left wing to Golden at the right point. LJ Kaysen flips left wing, Wolf. He'll drive, split 2 to the free throw line. Right side, Gale, 10 on the timer. Gale takes it underneath the cup, whip it left corner. Kaysen, and he stepped on the sideline. Michigan with another turnover. They took away one of the turnovers from in the first 8 minutes, so now it's at 5 for Michigan, one shy of what they posted yesterday in the 18-point win over Purdue.
Yeah, that's stepping along the sideline. You see that in a lot of games. Just players not being aware of where they are on the court.
Harris Smith leaves. Rodney Rice returns. He had 7 3-balls yesterday for the Terps. High to the right wing. Rice controls for Maryland. Up 16-14 on Michigan. 10:53 left before recess. Right wing Rice on Wolf. Digs to a switch. Lobs one up. Caught by Reese left block. Whips it shin high to Miguel. Navigates to the right baseline. Fades away and scores a tough shot for 2. 18-14 Maryland. 10:38 left first half. Michigan approaching 3 minutes without a point. Kaysen, free throw line. Kicks left wing, Gale. Picked up his bounce quickly. Right pocket, Wolf. Eyes Golden, nothing doing, good defense, Reese. Wolf backs down Queen. Still dribbling with the left hand. Spins by him, lays it up with the left hand on the right block. He easily shed Queen there. 18-16, Terps lead down to 2.
I tell you what, that's a part of Danny Wolf's game that I'd love to see more of.
Gillespie blows by Gale. Euros in the lane. High banker up and good. Nifty move from Jacoby Gillespie for his 4th and 5th points. 20-16 Maryland. Just past the midway point of this first half. Jones on the right wing. Ushers a pass to the left elbow. Kaysen through his hands. Intercepted Rodney Rice. Maryland right to left. Miguel wide open for a 3, and he knocked it down with a swish. Maryland's largest lead. It's 23-16, 9:36 rolling first half clock.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that pass was even intended for L.J. Kaysen. I think he was trying to swing it over to the opposite side.
Right block Golden into a double team. Loses the handle. It's Julian Reese who comes up with it on the Wolverines' 6th cough up. Near sideline, Jacoby Gillespie. Around a screen from Reese. Considers a step back 3. Draws Wolf on a switch. Gillespie, center circle. Takes it into the paint. Kick left side. Queen, another 3. Swirls out. It was halfway down. Rebound, Gale. Kaysen got shoved down. He spilled to the deck. 4-on-5. Gale doesn't care. Finger rolls and hung on the rim. No, but Wolf there after a couple of Terps flew by it due to the delay. And Danny with an easy putback. He has a half dozen. Michigan within 5. 23-18. 8:46 left first half.
Yeah, Michigan's just got to play through this little tough stretch here.
Left wing Rice to Miguel, center circle. Chucks it right side Reese. Hand off Rice around a couple of Wolverines defenders. Navigates and gives Queen left wing. Backs down against Gale, spinning into the left of the lane. Hoists it up there too strong on a fadeaway, and then Reese tags Wolf for a foul. Julian Reese's first, and the team's 3rd of the half.
A good defensive stand there by the Wolverines, and one thing they have to make sure of is after a good, strong defensive stand is to be able to gain possession of that basketball.
Kaysen, Golden, and Jones leave. Michigan brings back Namari Burnett, Trey Donaldson, and Will Cheddar to join Danny Wolf and Roddy Gale Jr. Donaldson has 5 points, 2 assists, no turnovers so far. Give it Wolf on the right point. Takes it left of the lane. Had a shot rejected and a volleyball tap by Queen the second time he touched it in a row, which is illegal in volleyball, of course. He was stepping on the baseline, so Michigan maintains possession. 17 on the timer, 8:12 left before intermission. 23-18, the Terps in front.
Yeah, by the way, Danny Wolf has asserted himself here today.
Left corner off the inbound. Donaldson, another 3 on a pass from Cheddar. Hit the front iron twice. No good. Rebound to Wolf, and he clears out space. Finger rolls it over the right side of the rim with a left hand. Danny Wolf has 8 to lead the Wolverines. It's 23-20 Terps.
Yeah, well, one thing we're not going to have to worry about with Danny Wolf is waiting for him in the second half. He's got the Wolverines off to a fast start.
Rice bumped by Burnett as he was trying to probe around a Derek Queen screen. And Amari Burnett has his first foul. We've got a timeout on the floor. Wolverines down 3 to Maryland, 23-20, 7:49 to carry first half. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Subscribe to the official podcast home of Michigan Athletics and Go Blue Podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to think Ford first. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Escape at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. The Escape comes available with driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. And with a great in-stock selection, you're sure to find the perfect Escape just for you. Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2025 Ford Escape for $319 a month for 36 months with $2,579 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $2,500 Trade Assist and $500 matching down Open Trade Assist. Offer ends March 31st. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers and take advantage of this $319 Escape lease offer before it ends. Think Ford first.
Six lead changes, 4 ties in this semifinal of the Big Ten Tournament. Maryland currently enjoying a 23-20 cushion on Michigan, 7:49 to carry in this first half. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune into SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial. SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. Well, Terry, you look at Maryland, they're staying afloat thanks to 7 points off Michigan's 6 turnovers. Terps have only coughed it up once. Michigan, on the flip side, 17-6 in rebounding, and that's with Vlad Golden only having 2 to go along with just 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. I just looked at that, and I pressed refresh to make sure that those are the right stats. And over half of those rebounds that they have been offensive rebounds. So Michigan's got to feel good about that they're dominating them on the glass, and it's kind of offsetting their turnovers.
Golden kept Michigan in that game against Maryland 10 days ago at Chrysler. 20 points and a career-high 15 boards. Not so much today. Terps the lead and the basketball. What a find. Gillespie off the inbound to a cutting Geronimo for an easy flush. Along that right baseline, Geronimo at a career-high, or a season-high 11 yesterday. Chimes in immediately. It's 25-20 Maryland.
Yeah, good slip action there by Geronimo on the pin down. It's just got to stay connected.
Right side, Burnett bumps into Rice. Play on. Right wing, Wolf. Over to the left side, Gale. Timer at 7. Gale blows into the painted area. Fires one. Right corner. Burnett a 3-ball. Knocks it down. Damari Burnett with his second triple today. It's 25-23. Terps lead down to 2.
That's a good find there by Roddy Gale. Not getting rattled with the shot clock going down.
Right side, Gillespie. Takes it to the free throw line. Got away with a walk. Pump it left side. 3-ball. Rice contested. Missed it short. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Geronimo. Good box out from Danny Wolf on that weak side. Michigan gets it back. Down 2. 25-23. 6:52 remaining first half.
Yeah, Michigan only being down 2 haven't played their best ball. I think the best is yet to come.
Wolverines shooting 41% from the floor. 3 of 7 from the long line. At the point, Gale pivots. Now he takes it right of the lane, into the right block, peels it back out, backs down Rice, curls into the paint. High Baker, good over a Geronimo swat attempt, and we're knotted up 25 apiece. 6:27 left first half.
Yeah, and I think that's where Roddy Gale can do some damage down there on that low post area. I think Michigan might want to take a look at that and try to exploit that.
Gillespie jumping past to Deshaun Harris-Smith, catches and stops himself on the right baseline. Back to Queen, repost Harris-Smith, going inside on Donaldson, able to work past him, attempts a reverse layup, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Geronimo on another good plant, and hold back by Will Cheddar, who pumped his fists. Michigan gets it back in a game knotted at 25, 6:04 left before halftime.
Yeah, good post line defense by the Wolverines. They're kind of electing not to double team. So they would depend on you to get it done on that post-line defense. And whenever you see that Trey Donaldson, your point guard, can play post-line defense.
Vlad Golden back in. Hands off to Gale, who walks with it, taking it to the right block. And Michigan already eclipsing yesterday's turnover total of 6 with their 7th right there. 25 all, 5:52 on the first half timer.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I always talk about right there. He makes that move. It's time to take that shot. Anytime you start looking, trying to make an extra pass, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's when Michigan get into those turnover issues.
Queen out of the ball game. Gillespie draws Golden on a switch. Gillespie blows by him, double clutch off the window, missed it, left block, good rebound by Vlad Golden. To Donaldson, lobs it ahead, intercepted. Right wing Miguel a 3, and it's off the heel. Offensive board, Geronimo fires over to Miguel, who missed that triple. Now Rice on the right side. Maryland resets. Deadlocked at 25. Jab step at a 3. Rice is off to the right. Vlad Golden able to tap the rebound toward Trey Donaldson in Michigan. Near sideline, Burnett to Cheddar, right corner. Whip it, Golden, right wing. Strong take right of the lane. Missed the lay-in, but draws the foul on Geronimo. Bad intentions from Vlad Golden. He settles for a couple of free throws in a game tied at 25.
Yeah, Michigan is starting to get out in transition a little bit and get that free-flowing offense going. And Trey Donaldson's going over talking to the coach right now and probably wants to get away from those cross-court passes. We've seen those passes get picked off quite a few times.
Golden 72% from the line, connects on his first of the ball game. And the Wolverines, a 6-0 run, back in front 26-25. Geronimo exits. Derek Queen had a very quick rest, but he's back in the ball game. For a Maryland team that leans on its starting group more than anybody, maybe in the country. Almost 70 points a game from this group. Second free throw up and pure from Golden, 27-25. Kevin Willard and company looking from a spark. With that starting five group out there, they haven't scored in almost 3 game minutes. Reese ushers it to Miguel. Takes it into the paint. High banker, nowhere close. Offensive rebound by Queen. Then Donaldson stripped it, saved it along the left baseline, threw it to Golden, gets it back, turns on the turbo. Cross-court pass, right wing, Burnett. Shot fake, drives in on the right. Big scores! What a move from Damari Burnett after it was started by Trey Donaldson. 9-0 run for Michigan. 29-25 Wolverines. Timeout Kevin Willard and Maryland.
And I'll tell you what, this Michigan fan base appreciates that type of effort right there. Michigan giving that second and third effort, able to get out in transition. Playing free-flowing basketball right now.
4:35 first half clock. Michigan 29, Maryland 25. A 9-0 sprint from Michigan. It was 23-16 Terps at the 9:43 mark. That was Maryland's largest lead. And since then, Michigan has been in command. A 13-2 run over 4.5 game minutes. When rivalries heat up, choose Chill. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Please celebrate responsibly. Michigan 29, Maryland 25 as the Hall of Famer Matt LePay comes by. Great voice of the Wisconsin Badgers. He will be busy tomorrow afternoon. We hope we're right alongside the great Matt LePay tomorrow. Thrilled for Matt. He is one of the great ones in this industry as a broadcaster and as a person. Surprised at halftime of a recent Badgers home game with that Hall of Fame honor. Terps into the forecourt here. Gillespie, he's been held in check, just 2 assists and 5 points. Left elbow Reese, back to Gillespie, chugs left pocket, takes it left baseline, skip it Reese, catches, fouled, flings it up there, and they're going to say he got it off as a shooting foul, so it's an and one for Reese, and that halts the 9-0 Michigan run. Reese a chance at a 3-point play on the Reuben Jones reach-in infraction. Reese, left-handed free throw shooter, knocks it down. He's 2 of 3 from the line today. And all of a sudden, a 1-point game, 29-28 U of M.
Yeah, Reese is effective on that free throw line. If you was to ask me, just based off the form, I wouldn't think it had a chance.
Donaldson had it poked away by Miguel. 1-on-1, Miguel against Donaldson. Banks it up there and scores it low on the right. Maryland back in front 30-29. Game's 8th lead change. Donaldson lobs right corner Cheddar. Considers a pass inside. Drifts to the right wing, looks in. English is a pass to Golden. Skips it back to Cheddar. Laid it up and hit the bottom of the rim. Queen reels in the Maryland carom. Terps right to left. Queen takes it all the way. Head of the key. Jay is a swish. And the Terps with a 7-0 counter punch. 32-29 Maryland. 3:36 left first half. And then Larry Scorado had the basketball ricochet over near us. And Scorado spun one to the Michigan cheerleaders. And that is the weirdest way to get to a media timeout. And then Larry Scorado gets quite an emphatic few sentences from Michigan head coach Dusty May. He wanted a couple of fouls on that sequence to no avail. 32-29 Maryland. We've got 3:34 to play first half in this Big Ten semi. Winner gets Wisconsin tomorrow. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Ann Arbor has a goal to reach 100% renewable energy by 2030, and DTE is committed to helping the city get there. Between DTE's wind and solar projects and local participation in My Green Power, we're already 30% of the way there. Join thousands of your neighbors who are using My Green Power to reduce their carbon footprint and support Michigan-made renewable energy. Learn more at migreenpower.com. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
Passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports. And we've got you covered on SiriusXM College Sports Radio. There's complete major conference, plus live games and 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now and see offer details at SiriusXM.com/collegesportsradio25.
Wolverine basketball and great beers go together like an alley-oop and slam dunk. Founders Brewing Company is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics and has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like All Day IPA, Michigan Pilsner, and their new Mortal Bloom right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Whether you're cheering from your couch or at Chrysler Center, these beers are perfect to celebrate every Michigan win all season long. Learn more about Founders community involvement and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Maryland a 32-29 cushion on Michigan. 3:34 remaining before halftime. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Rob will have the halftime coverage, highlights, check of the out-of-town scoreboard, a doozy in the opener with Wisconsin outlasting Michigan State by 3. Terry, both these teams were awesome in the turnover category last night. Terps just 3 cough-ups all game. That's the fewest for the program since the stat started to be tracked in 1984. Michigan a season low 6, 3 lower than their previous season best. And only one team's continued that. Michigan, 9 of the game's 11 cough-ups.
Yeah, and a lot of them are due to getting deflections, which I talked about. They're a high-volume steal team. They're going to gamble. So Michigan's got to do a better job. I mean, kind of sure up. I talked about how they had to operate from the mid-range. And when those shots present themselves, hey, let's step up and knock them down. I mean, we've got some travels, kind of being unsure, but I don't know if a lot of that may be due to both teams playing yesterday or not, but Michigan's got to find a way to fight through it.
The 2-3 battle here in the Big Ten Tournament semifinals. Michigan the basketball trailing by 3 with Donaldson, Jones, Wolf, Golden, and Gale on the floor. Wolf on the right side, modest hedge from Gale, a meteor one from Golden left side. Recoils his way to the right elbow, takes it strong, no. Golden gets the rebound, put it up and in, low on the left with the left hand. Second chance point for Michigan. Wolverines outboarding the Terps 22-9, and they pull it to 1, 32-31. Right side, Gillespie to Miguel. Lob it high to the right. It's Rodney Rice. 1 point today after a team-high 26 last night against Illinois. Rice, lob it over to Queen. Tipped by Jones, but Queen saves it. Now Rice, straight on 3. It is off the front iron. Gale soars up for a two-handed rebound above his head. Gale left to right for the Wolverines. Left wing, Donaldson. Considers a 3, lob it back, Wolf. Had a chance at one, didn't take it. One-on-one against Queen. Shot clock halfway gone as Michigan settles into its set. Free throw line, Golden. One dribble, a jump stop. Had it fleeced by Reese, and he saves it along the left baseline. Turnover 10 for the Maize and Blue. Terps by 1, 2:25 left. Queen, handoff Gillespie. Rain-making 3 left point. Barely grazed front rim. And the rebound for Trey Donaldson and the Wolverines. Up ahead, Wolf. Kicks left corner, Gale. Zings one to Golden. Knocked out of bounds by Queen. It stays with Michigan. Timer at 23, 2:15 left in half number 1. 32-31 Terrapins.
Yeah, a lot of these shots that both teams are shooting are coming up short. Would you think that playing yesterday would have anything to do with it? So it's going to be about who's going to have that wheel to fight through right now.
Basketball analyst with a tinge of science, Terry Mills, left point. Wolf a 3 off the inbound, high off the heel, and Julian Reese jumps up there for his 4th rebound to lead the Terps. 32-31 Maryland. Here in this Big Ten semifinal. 2-minute mark of the first half hits now. A whistle away from the ball, and it comes on Michigan. And a 1-and-1 on foul number 7 for Michigan. It's Reuben Jones away from the basketball. Didn't see what happened there. So Jones, the first Wolverine to 2, which is noteworthy because both Vlad Golden and Danny Wolf picked up foul number 1 in the first 74 seconds of this game. Jones leaves. Damari Burnett, Michigan's leading scorer with 10 returns, as the 72% shooter Reese knocks down the front end to earn another 33-31 Maryland. 2 minutes to play, first half. No Terp along the lane line. Second one up and pure for Reese. All of a sudden, he has 8 points. And Maryland swells the advantage to 34-31. Donaldson trots into the forecourt, jets his way right elbow, picks up his bounce, left alone, shoots a jumper, banked it out, rebound off the fingertips of Golden into the arms of Gillespie for Maryland. Swirls his way from the right wing to the left side. Now jogs his way left to the left wing. Gale spilled to the deck, got back up. Deflected pass makes its way to Rice left pocket. Now Reese left wing, skips one, deflected, intercepted by Donaldson, intended for Gillespie. Michigan numbers if they want it. Left wing Gale pops up a 3-ball. Bullseye! Roddy Gale Jr.'s second 3 since the new year. And we got a new game, 34-all with 1:17 to play first half.
Roddy Gale, man. Tell you what, that's got to be relief for that young man, and I love the fact that he just raised up.
Queen, shot fake, takes it in, had it dislodged. No good on the shot, rebound Wolf to Burnett, right side Donaldson. Didn't take the heat check, flip it in, Wolf, what a find, Golden, crunches it down with 2 hands. Michigan back in front, 36-34 on the game's 9th lead change. 50 seconds left, first half.
I tell you what, if Michigan can find a way to get those stops, it kind of ignites them, and then they can get out and run. And I tell you what, it's just fun basketball.
Miguel left wing, rejects a Reese screen, has it on the left point. Now Wolf has him on a switch. Shot clock down to 6. No 2 for 1 here for the Terps. Miguel, shot put attempt. No, it's too strong. Golden the rebound, shot clock off. Damari Burnett sprinting and now slows down near sideline as that Michigan bench all held up the ones, acknowledging that Michigan should let this thing run out. And now Dusty May calls a timeout as use it or lose it. 36-34 Michigan. 15.9 left first half. Oh, Roddy Gale Jr. now 2 of 29 from 3 since the turn of the calendar. And that was his last 3 in a sequence that the game was still in doubt for. Michigan's second Big Ten game of the year against Iowa. Since then, garbage time against Purdue and 2 threes in the blowout over Western Kentucky.
Well, I tell you what, he shot that in rhythm. And I always talk about taking shots that the defense is giving you. No matter make or miss, you got to be able to shoot those. Roddy Gale has practiced those shots, have taken those shots in rhythm. Got to have confidence in yourself.
Well, you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. So 15.9 to play first half. In a seesaw, second semifinal. Winner gets Wisconsin tomorrow at 3:30. 9 lead changes, 6 ties. Neither team has had an advantage greater than 7. Michigan with 4 of its 5 starters on the floor. It's Donaldson, Golden, Wolf, Gale, and Burnett. Donaldson into the forecourt after the inbound with 10. Jogs away to the right wing, alley-oop up toward Gale, who soars and slams on the left baseline. 2 seconds left. A heave from half court by Jay Young goes begging, and Roddy Gale Jr. with the boost of that 3 soared to the top of Gainbridge Fieldhouse for an alley-oop stuff to cap a 38-34 Michigan lead at the break.
Man, did Roddy Gale come from the rafters on that, man?
My goodness, Roddy Gale Jr. gives Michigan a 38-34 lead at halftime as we catch up with assistant Justin Joyner. Here is Terry Mills.
Yeah, Coach Joyner, this has been a game of runs. You guys have put together a 9-0, a 13-2 run. I mean, what do you attribute that to?
It's just high-level college basketball. Obviously, they have a great team over there, great personnel, well-coached, and they're going to make shots and they're going to miss shots and they're going to get offensive rebounds. We got to do a good job of just weathering the storm and kind of throwing our punches when they come.
Yeah, 9 turnovers. I know some of them might have been unforced, but I think it might have had something to do with their 7-0 runs. Is that something you're concerned about?
Absolutely. They're a good team. They junk it up. They switch defenses on you, so our guards have to be really, really alert and really make the simple play over and over again.
I appreciate it, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks, guys.
That's Justin Joyner. Thanks to Terry Mills for the questions and Justin Joyner for the answers. Michigan closes on a 7-0 run, and they do it the way you want to, the way Dusty May has tried to get this team to do. Dunks, and threes. A 3-ball from Gale, and then a Golden and Gale slam. Michigan 38, Maryland 34 at halftime. Rob Joyce brings you the halftime show when we come back. Wolverines looking to get to the Big Ten Tournament Championship game, up by 4 after 20 minutes. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
At Greenleaf Trust, we're prepared to help you win. Our clients, having achieved financial success in their own endeavors, come to us not for what they already know, but rather to benefit from our considerable expertise. With a nearly 100% client retention rate and specialized wealth management disciplines, Greenleaf Trust's Michigan-rooted team helps clients play the long game from one generation to the next. A brighter future begins at greenleaftrust.com.
Go Blue, go long, go 5.5% ABV, go sparkling citrus and real liquor, go gluten-free and full flavor, go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish Long Drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume, gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024, The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Wolverines basketball plays here.
Left point 3 on its way, and he got it again!
On the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield. At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I was pretty hungry and looking at a menu when I named my boat Change Your Tuna. The backup names were Trick or Trout, I Salmonly Swear, and, oh, it gets worse, New Squid on the Block. It wasn't my best day.
Whatever you call your boat, protect it. And start with a quote from Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
Warm up this winter with thoughts of Michigan softball and Michigan baseball, because tickets are on sale now. Softball is fresh off yet another Big Ten Tournament title and NCAA Tournament appearance, while Michigan baseball has posted a winning record in 11 of its last 12 seasons and eyes a return to the tournament for the first time since 2022. For schedules, promotions, and ticket information, visit mgoblue.com. That's mgoblue.com to join us for Michigan softball and baseball this spring.
Welcome to the Michigan Basketball Halftime Show. Analysis, highlights, and stats from the first 20 minutes are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
Fun first half in Indianapolis. 6 ties, 9 lead changes. Michigan on top 38-34 at the break. As we look back at first half highlights, good pace right from the start of this one. Both teams a couple of early makes. 5-5 the score 2 minutes in. 10-10 to the first media stoppage. 4 of those ties, 6 of those lead changes came in the opening 7 minutes as the pair would swap buckets. Then the Wolverines went cold after a hot start, made up for it by crashing the glass. Michigan plus 15 on the boards in the first half. However, under 12, it was 16-14 Terps, and the turnovers, after committing a season-low 6 last night, again reared their ugly head a bit, allowing Maryland to push the lead midway through the first half.
Jones on the right wing. Ushers a pass to the left elbow. Kaysen through his hands, intercepted Rodney Rice. Maryland right to left. Miguel wide open for a 3, and he knocked it down with a swish. Maryland's largest lead. It's 23-16, 9:36 rolling first half clock.
6 giveaways in the opening 10 minutes gave Maryland that 7-point lead. That would be its largest. Michigan rebutted by the under 8 would trim the margin to 3. A Roddy Gale finished tied it with 6:30 to halftime. Fast forward 90 seconds, Vlad Golden free throws gave the U of M the lead back, 27-25, and a big Wolverine run was kept by Amari Burnett.
Takes it into the paint, high banker, nowhere close. Offensive rebound by Queen. Then Donaldson stripped it, saved it along the left baseline, threw it to Golden, gets it back, turns on the turbo. Cross-court pass, right wing, Burnett. Shot fake, drives in on the ice. Big scores! What a move from Amari Burnett after it was started by Trey Donaldson. 9-0 run for Michigan, 29-25 Wolverines. Timeout Kevin Willard and Maryland.
Well, that timeout worked for Maryland. The next 7 to regain the lead for the Terps at the final media timeout. Then, Maryland did make a field goal in the final 3.5 minutes, and an unlikely source offensively for Michigan would close the first half in style, not only tying it, but ensuring the Wolverines had the lead at the break.
Skips one, deflected, intercepted by Donaldson, intended for Gillespie. Michigan numbers if they want it. Left wing Gale pops up a 3-ball. Bullseye! Roddy Gale Jr.'s second 3 since the new year. And we got a new game, 34-all with 1:17 to play first half. It's Donaldson, Golden, Wolf, Gale, and Burnett. Donaldson into the forecourt after the inbound with 10. Jogs his way to the right wing, alley-oop up toward Gale, who soars and slams on the left baseline. 2 seconds left. A heave from half court by Jay Young goes begging, and Ronnie Gale Jr. with the boost of that three soared to the top of Gainbridge Fieldhouse for an alley-oop stuff to cap a 38-34 Michigan lead at the break.
Michigan closes on a 7-0 spurt. 5 from Gale. It's 38-34 Michigan at the half. Halftime show continues. We'll take another look at the out-of-town scoreboard on Championship Saturday for much of college basketball next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Honey, did you pay the rent this month? Because I just received a late notice.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, are you gambling online again?
Me? No, not at all.
If managing the bills and your betting has become a challenge, self-excluding from online gambling or sports betting might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
Your official home of the Maize and Blue, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's Ford Truck Month, and we're celebrating 48 years as America's best-selling trucks. Whether you use your F-150 truck for work or recreation, every feature is engineered for a specific goal to help you make easy work out of the hardest jobs while providing exceptional comfort and style. Right now, Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT 4x4 Super Crew for $349 a month for 24 months, with $3,179 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $500 matching down Trade Assist, $1,000 RCL Cash, $1,250 Open Trade Assist, and $2,250 AXCD Bonus Cash. Offer ends March 31st. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers during Truck Month and take advantage of this $349 F-150 lease offer before it ends.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Michigan. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Michigan and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Michigan.
Michigan leads Maryland 38-34 at the half of the Big Ten semis. Time now for another check of scores. The winner of our game will advance to tomorrow's championship game, take on Wisconsin. After the Badgers outlasted Michigan State 77-74. Very entertaining game. Wisconsin never trailed in the second half, but led by 6 or fewer points for all. But 30 seconds, John Tange, a game-high 32 points, and after he missed 2 free throws with 4 seconds left that would have iced it, he blocked a half-court heave from Jeremy Fears to secure the Badger win. As for the rest of college basketball and what is, for much of the country, Championship Saturday, a dozen auto bids to be handed out today. No power bids right now, though, in progress. The SEC still in the semifinal round. Top 5 tilt between Florida and Alabama. It's living up to the billing.
Here comes Alabama. Philon, another hesitation. He leans into a dribble, passing for Nelson, driving left lane line, and he smokes it down with 2 hands. Look out below and above and all around. It's 31-27.
Nelson's a better athlete than most people think. He can rise up, make the three from the outside, put the ball on the floor. He's a multiple effort player. Now, right back at him.
Barreling in, and he spikes it with the right. Dunks galore, 31-29.
Jason Benetti, Tony Delk, SEC Radio Network. At the break, Florida leads Bama 47-25. 12 ties, 10 lead changes in the first half. Winner gets Tennessee, who ended Auburn's bid for a repeat with a 70-65 win of the first semifinal. Zakai Ziegler, team high 20. Vol seek a second SEC title tomorrow in 4 years. Of the championship games to come, 6 o'clock Big 12 final. Second-ranked Houston against Arizona. Cougars in their second year in the league looking for a tournament crowd. Wildcats in their first. Cougars won in Houston last month. Big East at 6:30 Madison Square Garden. St. John's going for its first tournament title since 2000 when it takes on Creighton, who has not won the Big East tournament since joining the conference a decade ago. 8:30 ACC in Charlotte. Duke against Louisville. Blue Devils still without Cooper Flagg with an ankle injury suffered Friday. Cardinals vying for an ACC title just a year removed from going 8-24 overall, 3-17 in the league. Again, through 20 minutes in our game, Michigan 38, Maryland 34. Brian, a look at the first half numbers next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student athletes. Help Champion Circle empower Wolverines student athletes through NIL by joining the Everybody In for Michigan campaign. Our goal is to reach over 100,000 Michigan fans to help ensure that Michigan remains at the forefront of college athletics. For more on the Everybody In for Michigan campaign, head to championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen.
Back here at halftime, Michigan a 38-34 lead on Maryland. Winner of this one earns a date with Wisconsin, the 5 seed, in tomorrow's Big Ten Tournament Championship game. First half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. From a game standpoint, the thing you look to, 6 ties and 9 lead changes. And if you look at a split where one team has thrived, the other has struggled, for Michigan, they're dominating on rebounding. 27-12 on the glass. They're 9-3 in offensive rebounds, thus leading to a plus 10 advantage on points in the paint. Michigan with 22 of its 38 points on the interior. The challenge for Michigan is that they've committed 9 turnovers to just 3 for Maryland, and those 9 turnovers have led to 9 of Maryland's 34 points. Individually, Damari Burnett pacing the Maize and Blue with 10 points plus 3 rebounds in 12 strong minutes, 8 for both Vlad Golden and Danny Wolf. Golden and Wolf have combined for 14 rebounds. Wolf has 8 plus 2 assists. 7 from Roddy Gale Jr., 5 coming in that 7-0 flurry to finish the first half, and Trey Donaldson 5 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds in 15 strong minutes. LJ Case and Reuben Jones and Will Cheddar have logged a combined 29 minutes. None of the 3 have scored. For Maryland, Derek Queen with 11 points. He paces all scorers in this ballgame. 3 rebounds for Queen in 17 minutes. Julian Reese, 8 points, kind of a late surge from him. He paces the Terps with 4 rebounds. The 5-point mark for Jacoby Gillespie, he has 3 assists, came in averaging 5 a ball game. One other Terp in pretty good scoring category. Selton Miguel has 7 in 17 minutes. But a couple of starters have been pretty quiet, most notably Rodney Rice had 26 yesterday, 1 point, 0 of 4 shooting today. First half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Terry's thoughts, then the second half when we come back. Michigan 38, Maryland 34. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated TriClean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkey, turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier TriClean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Wolverines 38, Maryland 34. We're welcoming you back to the game for the second half, brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. And the always welcoming Terry Mills provides his first half analysis. That was some fun basketball, as Justin Joyner told us right when it ended.
Yes, it was. This Michigan staff has done an excellent job at scouting and getting this team prepared. I thought the energy was kind of low to start off the ball game, but it picked up. Michigan fan base got behind them, and I tell you what, if they could take care of these turnovers and then limit them to one shot on the board, I tell you what, I like Michigan's chances of winning this basketball game. I mean, we're getting seeing some highlight reels from Roddy Gale and some of these other players just starting to step up right now.
Dusty May said it from his introductory press conference. He wanted to bring a fun style of basketball. And let's face it, down the stretch, Michigan's games weren't exactly fun. They were rigorous. They were tough to watch at times. Michigan lost its final 3 regular season games, but they looked good yesterday. Led by 4 at the half, won it by 18. Here they lead by 4 at the break. We'll see what the second half brings. That welcome brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Welcome to Kraft. Wolverines have the basketball to start this second half with a starting 5 on the floor of Donaldson, Burnett, Jones, Wolf, and Golden. The Crab 5, the starting group for Maryland out there. Gillespie, Rice, Miguel, Reese, and Queen. Winner gets the 5 seed in this event, Wisconsin, who has defeated Northwestern, UCLA, and today Michigan State to get to Championship Sunday. Second half on, Michigan right to left with the basketball up 4. Donaldson, whip it, Golden, high block right, double team comes, spins, sheds 2, leans in, scoops it up and scores. A tough move from Vlad Golden. He's into double figures with 10, 40-34 U of M.
Yeah, good recognition by Vlad Golden with that double team coming. If you had asked me, would he be able to make that move early in the year? I'd say no, because he pretty much get himself in a panic situation.
Touch pass from Reese to Queen, lost the handle. Queen wanted a foul low on the left, but Queen simply loses it out of bounds, and the Terps' second half begins with their 4th turnover of the game. Burnett chucks it up to Golden as Maryland brings some press. Golden catches it near sideline about 30 feet past that baseline. Now Donaldson lob up, alley-oop, Golden crunches it down over Reese left of the lane. And the Wolverines, a 4-0 start to the half. They have their largest lead today at 42-34.
Yeah, well, what was one of my keys? Recognize the defense, be ready to attack. Michigan is hitting on all cylinders right now.
A dozen for Vlad. He leads all scorers, had 20 and a career-high 15 boards against the Terps 10 days ago. Rice, quiet in the first half. 1 point matching the number in red on his jersey. Gillespie, leave it. Reese goes up for the jam. And Golden rejected it right back at him. And it went off Gillespie out of bounds, left of the lane. And Golden just put the sword back into the holster as he celebrates looking toward the Michigan bench.
Yeah, that like Camacho Man Savage right there. Like, ain't that his move there? That kind of snatch on the hip there.
You're dating yourself a smidge there, Terry. We'll look that up. We'll get our crack research team on that one. Free throw line, Wolf spins in the lane on Queen. Scoops and scores on the right block. 6 straight for Michigan. 44-34 U of M. 18:25 to play. Gillespie snakes his way to the right wing. Peels it back out. Still racing. Lob it Reese right baseline. Guarded closely by Jones. Spins into a double team. Over to Queen. Shot partially rejected by Wolf. And Wolf comes down with the rebound. Potential timeout possession here for Michigan. Wolf left wing. Considers a 3. Give it Golden. Splits 2. All the way to the rack line and up and in. 46-34, 8 straight for Michigan, smacking the Crab 5 right out of the intermission, and there is the timeout from Kevin Willard in Maryland.
Yes, and Dusty's giving a signal. He wanted his guys to easy guys, easy. No, don't stop that emotion, coach. Let it all hang out.
46-34 Michigan, 17:56 left. Michigan 8 straight to start the half after the final 7 before recess. We'll pause for a break with Michigan up a dozen. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
You're 60 seconds away from more Michigan basketball. But first, a local break here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to think Ford first. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Escape at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. The Escape comes available with driver assist technologies like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. And with a great in-stock selection, you're sure to find the perfect Escape just for you. Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2025 Ford Escape for $319 a month for 36 months with $2,579 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $2,500 trade assist and $500 matching down open trade assist. Offer ends March 31st. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers and take advantage of this $319 Escape lease offer before it ends. Think Ford first.
The Maize and Blue faithful having a fun afternoon so far. Michigan 46, Maryland 34, 17:56 remaining as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Here in Indianapolis, Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce. Winner of this one gets Wisconsin tomorrow at 3:30. And right now, Michigan has had the best sequence of anybody. 7-0 to finish the first half, 8-0 to start the second half in just 3.5 game minutes. Terry, what have you seen?
Well, I tell you what, just being dialed in, paying attention to detail, staying connected on defense, all the things we talk about game in and game out. Michigan just came out ready to go. I mean, they didn't wait to get hit in the mouth right now, and you kind of see them playing with an extra step and free-flowing offense once again.
In the first meeting, Michigan leaned on Area 51. Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden scored and or assisted on 53 of Michigan's 65 points. Others have gotten involved today, but on that 8-0 sprint since the half, all 8 from Vlad, 6, and Danny, 2. Maryland off that Kevin Willard timeout, skip past left corner. Miguel sizes up Danny Wolf. Shot fake, takes it left of the lane, whips it right wing. Queen drives to the right block, floats it up, way too strong. Good contest, Golden rebound, Danny Wolf. And Danny Wolf has a double-double already, 10 points, 10 rebounds. His 15th to lead now everybody in the Big Ten. Wolf underneath the cup, lobs it Golden, catches right elbow, back to Danny right pocket. Shot clock halfway gone. Wolf shovels it on an underhand to Golden, deflected out of bounds. Remains with Michigan as Queen knocked it to the baseline. Michigan's ball, baseline right up, 46-34, 17:22 left.
Yeah, and it's about staying solid right now. I know when you start to feel good about yourself, you want to go between the legs and maybe I'll try this behind the back pass. Michigan's just got to be solid right now.
Golden handoff Donaldson. Kick it left wing. Wolf a rainmaking three. Bottom! A swish for Danny. His first 3 today. Michigan 49. Maryland 34. Make it 18 straight.
I tell you what, the Terrapins don't know what hit them right now.
Rice. Kick it left corner. 3-ball. Gillespie up and it. Plink goes down. Hit the rim 6 times. And Maryland's off the schneid, 49-37. Michigan up a dozen. Right wing, rebuttal 3 by Burnett. That one, Plink goes out after a couple of hits of the rim. Rebound Miguel for Maryland. Miguel, right lane, in on Wolf. Bank, no, but a foul. Selton Miguel, who had 17 in Ann Arbor 10 days ago, assumed the responsibility there in transition and earns a couple of free throws on Danny Wolf's second foul. His first came a little bit more than a minute into the ball game. He's done a great job bridging foul 1 and 2 over a long period of time.
Yeah, I thought him and Vlad both did an excellent job. They picked up early fouls, but remained aggressive. Didn't play timid. I mean, they're trying to win a championship.
Yeah, Vlad's first foul came on Michigan's first defensive possession. Miguel, 76% free throw shooter, connects on the first. His second one is a swish. And Maryland, a 5-0 rebut. 49-39 Michigan. Press from the Terps. Inbound Donaldson feeds near sideline. Burnett trudges his way to the left baseline. Double teamed and a foul. No, he stepped on the baseline. Both Geronimo and Rice swarmed into Mari Burnett, and the Wolverines commit turnover 10, first of the half, as Burnett leaves and Roddy Gale Jr. returns. So Michigan's first sub of the half. 49-39, Michigan the lead. 3.5 minutes deep, second half in this Big Ten tournament semifinal. Gillespie snakes to the Big Ten logo. Shot put attempt from that logo, misses it short, but a loose ball foul comes on the Wolverines. Trey Donaldson whistled for a bump on Derek Queen. Donaldson with his first and the team's second of the half.
Yeah, you want to remain aggressive, but don't get sloppy.
Queen right elbow off the Maryland inbound. Lob it up. Alley-oop attempt deflected. Still got to the intended target, Rice, but he caught it 5 feet away from the basket. Vacates center circle, Miguel. Angles left wing, jumping past Queen. Shot fake on Golden. Now crosses over, steps back. Tough fadeaway for two is good. It was a 17-footer and a dynamite shot from Queen. 49-41, Terps within 8. Michigan breaks press. Wolf then jumped, got airborne, and could not pass it away before his feet came back to the ground. And you want to talk about a complete flipping of the script from an 11-0 run to start the half and an 18-0 run bridging halftime to 7 straight for the Terps. They're within 8, 49-41, 15:56 left on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
7 straight from Maryland to get right back in this thing. 49-41 Wolverines, 15:56 remaining here in Indianapolis. Be sure to subscribe to M Go Blue Podcast. Wide range of audio content for you there, including wall-to-wall coverage of Michigan hoops on Defend the Block. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. M Go Blue Podcasts. For the Wolverines, now just an 8-point lead. What flipped there in a pretty quick span as Michigan went from 18 straight to Maryland 7 in a row?
Well, the pressure. Maryland turned up the pressure with full court pressure, kind of sped the Wolverines up and got exactly what they wanted. I think the Wolverines have to be aware and under control, not get sped up, don't dribble over to trap areas, and give the Maryland Terrapins credit. I mean, they've got what they wanted out of it. Now it's up to the Wolverines to respond.
Michigan turned it over, bringing to the first clock-aided media timeout of the half. So the Terps had the basketball with Rodney Rice at the right point. Just 1 point today after hitting 7 threes. A Maryland Conference Tournament record yesterday. Left wing Miguel hoists a contested three and rattles it home. 10 straight. And Miguel, who is giving Dusty May and the former FAU turned Wolverine guys nightmares, he hits. It's 49-44 Michigan.
Yeah, Miguel has been a thorn in the Wolverine side.
12 points, one shy of the team lead. Right wing Donaldson for Michigan, trying to halt this 10-0 counter surge from Maryland. Snakes his way right baseline. Tough banker to the top right portion of the glass, and he hits it for two. 51-44 U of M.
Yeah, now it's time for Michigan to get back to hanging their hat on that defense.
Gale, who just checked in, swarming Gillespie. 5 minutes deep, second half, 51-44 Wolverines. Miguel left wing on Wolf, loses the dribble, gets it back, steps back, hoists a rain-making three, off to the left, and a loose ball foul on Michigan as Geronimo soared up for the potential rebound. And they call Reuben Jones for the foul. He had some foul issues yesterday, did Reuben. Picks up number 3 here, the first Wolverine to that mark. No Terp has more than one. As Vlad Golden leaves, Will Cheddar, his first stint in the second half.
Yeah, had to show Miguel a little extra attention, if you will. I mean, he's kind of been the spark plug.
Inside Queen, jams it on a nice feed from Rice off the inbound. Maryland back within 5, 51-46, 14:40 remaining here in Indianapolis in the Big Ten semis. Press on, Donaldson gets the inbound, quickly triggers it back to the inbounder Jones, who races near sideline into the forecourt, takes it all the way, scooping layup over Queen is good. Reuben Jones, a nice move in transition, 53-46 Michigan.
Well, that's how you attack. I mean, they're going to put pressure on you like that, you get in attack mode.
Gillespie, no dice on a jumper from the right elbow, hit it off the left side of the rim. Danny Wolf reels in, rebound 11 today. He has 11 boards. Maryland has 13 as a team. Left wing Gale splits 2 into the paint, scoops it up, fell out, tap up and in by Wolf. 12th board, 14th and 15th points, 55-46. Michigan back up by 9.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they've been able to bounce back simply because they locked in on the defense.
Queen, lob it up left corner Rice, 3 over Wolf, somehow fell out of their offensive board. Geronimo laid it up, and a loose ball foul on Maryland. Geronimo called for a push-off, that's why he got the board. Michigan gets it back.
And I'll tell you, I love the leadership that I'm seeing out of Roddy Gale. Roddy Gale is being that vocal leader who is, once he gets a call, he's shouting over to the bench, letting the coaches aware, and then they're letting them know what happened. And when you have a player that can give you that type of information, it takes you a long way.
Queen leaves. Finally point for a Michigan charge that benefits him.
I'll tell you what, Will Cheddar has been waiting on someone to give him a charge. He took a lot of punishment yesterday, didn't get benefited from it, but
unofficially, I think that's Will Cheddar's first drawn charge since he played at Stewartville, Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's normally on the wrong end of those whistles.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he don't mind putting his chin in there.
Michigan with some press to worry about, and Gale throws it right to Miguel. Into Gillespie, hangs, scores off the glass, count it and a foul. Michigan had some success against the press the last few possessions. That time, Gale terminated the dribble, threw it to Miguel, easy and one. Maryland cuts it to 9 at 57-48, 13:06 remaining.
Yeah, you did exactly what Maryland wanted you to do. You dribbled the ball one time and you picked it up. Yep. That allowed them to trap. But tell you what, if you're a Wolverine, you can't run away from the basketball. He needs help.
Gillespie, the third Terp to double figures with 10, 87.5% free throw shooter, and he hits the front rim twice, and it clanks out. Danny Wolf rebound 13 for Michigan.
Well, I'm glad that Danny Wolf was alert on that, because I think the rest of the Wolverines thought maybe it was a
Gale slips it in. Wolf reverses and scores with a left hand low on the left. 59-48 Michigan, and Wolf right there again. Gillespie, left wing for the white-clad Terps. Around a screen, shoots a left wing three, front iron and flat. Rebound, one hops to Burnett for Michigan. Wolverines want to push it. Wolf calls for the ball and gets it near sideline for the blue-clad Wolverines. Wolf probes, surveys, flip it left corner. Cheddar demanded the ball, didn't take the three. Backs down Queen, shovels underhand to Burnett, tumbles and falls, picked up by Gillespie. Here come the Terps with numbers. Gillespie straight up the shoot, detours left corner, underhands at Miguel. Left wing, shot fake gets Burnett off his feet, slithers inside, floats and scores over Wolf. Nice move from Miguel. 59-50, Michigan's lead cut to 9, 12:08 to play. Near sideline, Burnett breaks the press. Good passing from Michigan. Wolf to Donaldson high on the right side in front of the Michigan bench. Donaldson accelerates into the paint, reverses, missed it short. One-hop rebound, snagged by Cheddar. He and Gillespie fighting. Somehow Cheddar passes it away, avoiding the jump ball, and the possession arrow would have given it back to Maryland. Right wing Wolf, kick it right corner Gale. Shot clock at 11. Number 11 for Michigan. Buries his head in. Somehow slips Queen and lays it up low on the right. Roddy Gale, a modest flex. 61-50 Michigan, 11:35 to play. Got a wow from Terry Mills. Double team on Reese. Miguel at the point. Face guarded by Wolf. Miguel blows by him, hangs and misses this time off the window. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch Terps.
What has got into Roddy Gale? I mean, talking about being disciplined, landing on two, using his pivots.
61-50 Michigan, 11:23 to play. Wolverines trying to set up a date with Wisconsin, the team they played to open Big Ten play tomorrow afternoon. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Get your roll on with Lucky Paradise at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Every Saturday in March from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., roll your way to Paradise and win a share of over $45,000 cash and travel vouchers. Get ready to jumpstart your vacation. Join us every Saturday at 10 p.m. for the grand prize drawing. Plus, boost your chances every Monday with 10 times entries. Only at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Saginaw-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Just like your favorite sports team, you need a solid defense to protect your home and business. Whether you're tackling unexpected accidents, fouls, or fumbles, Hylant and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance are on your team. Visit Hylant today at www.hylant.com/defense. That's www.hylant.com/defense.
As a team of seasoned experts, we take time to answer questions and understand each home buyer. Rough Mortgage Company, Inc., DBA Rough Mortgage, is an Indiana corporation. This is not an offer for extension of credit or a commitment to lend. All loans must satisfy company underwriting guidelines. Information and interest rates are subject to change at any time without notice. For complete licensing information, visit rough.com or call 1-800-627-8633. Equal housing lender. MLS ID 141868.
61-50, Michigan in front of Maryland, 11:23 to carry here in this second half. Brian, Terry, Tony, Rob back with you here from Gamebridge Fieldhouse at Jimmy John's. Every day we prep for 6 hours, baking bread, slicing all natural meats and fresh veggies, putting together the perfect sandwich in just 30 seconds. Order today at jimmyjohns.com and enjoy. Terry, when these two teams played 10 days ago in Ann Arbor, Maryland won at Eck Chrysler. It was pretty even in rebounding. Here, it's pretty even between Maryland and Danny Wolf. 13-13. Michigan's up 37-13 on the glass.
You know what? I keep looking at it. I keep refreshing the tablet, just saying something's wrong here. I'm just adding them up, and I tell you what, it's coming up the same thing, that the Wolverines are just dominating on the glass.
But this is far from over. Michigan up by 11, shooting 54%. They're 5 of 11 from downtown. Michigan yesterday mustered 31% shooting from deep. Their last 15 games are at 27%. So this has been an outstanding shooting game, albeit not high usage from deep. Michigan from two-point land, 21 of 37, well above 50%.
Yeah, I just want the Wolverines to continue to play the way they've been playing. As you said, there's a lot of ball game left.
Right side, Cheddar to the right pocket, Donaldson. Left wing, Gale. Kick it left corner, Burnett. Timer down to 10. Golden, a tough catch. Backs down Reese. 1-on-1 with a shot clock at 6. Dribbled it off his right sneaker. Picks it up. Jumping past Donaldson. 4 on the shot clock. No-look feed into Cheddar. Reversed it. Tried to get it to go. And it was knocked out of bounds by Reese. 1.1 on the shot clock. 10:54 to play. 61-50 Michigan. Let's see what Dusty May has in the old arsenal for this as he summons L.J. Kaysen and Reuben Jones on the floor, sitting Damari Burnett and Trey Donaldson.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I mean, you got 2 fresh guys that came in. Everyone needs to be alert on how much time is left on the clock.
Jones quarterbacks it in, right baseline. Looks, spins one, and he threw it right into the arms of Queen. Turnover number 14 for Michigan. Queen pushes off on Jones, goes up, Banks scores, count it a foul. That was a big-time shove from Queen on Jones. They've been letting this game play out without a whole lot in the way of whistles. And it's an and one as Roddy Gale Jr. a bit shaken up after that. And he picked up the foul, his 3rd, team's 5th.
Yeah, you got to be smarter than that. If you're Reuben Jones, you've played a lot of basketball, and sometimes when that clock gets against you on that 5-second count, hey, throw it off that defender that's standing in front of you.
Queen makes the free throw, and Gale asks out. He is favoring something on his left hand as Damari Burnett quickly back into the ball game for Michigan. Wolverines already playing without Justin Pippen and Sam Walters per usual here. So it's been an 8-man rotation. Press on from the Terps. Burnett looking, barely got it in before the 5-second call. Into Cheddar, back to Burnett near sideline Kaysen. 10:40 left, 61-53 Michigan. Right now, a critical juncture with Trey Donaldson on the bench. Donaldson has played 25 of almost 30 game minutes. Kaysen lob it up toward Golden on an alley-oop attempt. Swatted by Reese, intercepted Maryland. Gillespie to Rice, drives in, banks and scores over a swat attempt by Reuben Jones. Rice's first field goal make of the game. Terps within 6, 61-55, 10-16 remaining. Kaysen picked up his bounce, but still gets it across the timeline and a pass to Burnett high on the right. Now Kaysen center circle. Michigan had a 15-point lead. It has dwindled to 6. As here in Indianapolis, we hit the midway point of the second half now. Jones considers a 25-footer straight on. Drives one, dribble to the head of the key. Vacates Golden. Feed Kaysen right baseline. 2 on the shot clock. In some trouble. Fades away over Queen. Partially blocked. Shot clock violation. And Michigan has its 16th turnover. The offense discombobulated without Trey Donaldson and Danny Wolf, 2 of their big engines today. And they quickly hustle off the bench, replacing Will Cheddar and L.J. Kaysen.
Yeah, I know you're trying to give those guys a blow, but I tell you what, there's a big drop-off when you take those 2 big engines out. So you got to put them back in.
Gale is on the bench, but not by Michigan's trainer, Chris Williams, which is probably a good sign. We'll see. Right corner, Rice. Working on Wolf to the right elbow. Peels, pivots, lofts a pass left corner. Caught by Harris Smith. Back over Rice left wing. He'll step back, doesn't take the 3. English is a pass, low block left. Reese spins left baseline. Hoist and got the roll. Maryland has cut it to 4, 61-57, 9:19 left. But Michigan breaks the press with its starting point guard Donaldson back out there. Right wing Burnett, catch and shoot 3 ball. In and out, rebound and a loose ball foul on Michigan. And Julian Reese with a little bit of a flex as Maryland has the momentum now. Glad Golden's second foul, team 6th.
Yeah, and it's about Michigan trying to put it together right now. You talk about how momentum starts to swing right now. The reason they were in that position to have that lead, it was done by getting defensive stops and getting out in transition.
61-57 Michigan. 9 minutes to play, Maryland the ball. Gillespie jumping past Queen. Another 3 up and good. He has 4 threes on the year. 2 of them have come today. It's a 1-point Michigan lead, 61-60. Wolf past the timeline, spins into a double team, finds Jones, right wing a 3. It's strong. Rebound offensive, low block right, Golden spins, hooks, scores, and a foul on the floor before the Golden shot. It comes on Deshaun Harris-Smith. Number 2 on him. Maryland now at 3.5. A 10-0 run for Michigan. And they won't get a chance to try to snap it because they've got to inbound here. Donaldson lobs up Wolf. at the center circle. 8:38 to play, 1-point Michigan lead. Wolf spinning in the paint, floats it up, nowhere close. Tap-up attempt by Golden goes begging, and Harris Smith the rebound for Maryland. Terps can take their first lead since it was 34-31 with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Left corner Queen spins, reverses, and scores. Maryland, a 12-0 run. Timeout Michigan, 62-61 Terps. And Derek Queen getting deep into his bag there, up to 23 for Maryland.
Yeah, you want to talk about degree of difficulty by that young man. You could just see that talent that he has. He's just dripping with talent.
62-61 Maryland. The Terps with 12 in a row. 8:19 left. We'll pause for a break. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Gambling can be fun. Here we go. Kind of like skydiving. The thrill, the excitement. But be careful, or gambling will start to feel like skydiving without a parachute. For tips that will help keep you out of harm's way, go to don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
You deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Maize and Blue faithful a bit shell-shocked as the Maryland Terrapins have scored the game's last 12, turning what was then an 11-point lead and as great as a 15-point Michigan advantage to a Maryland 62-61 edge. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce. Terry, what has flipped here in a ball game where Michigan has exploited rebounding up 40-14, and Maryland has exploited turnovers 16-4.
Yeah, it's been that old thorn that we had in our side all season long. It's been those turnovers, and Maryland is taking advantage of those turnovers. Points off turnovers, Maryland has increased to 25. They only average 17, but I mean they're way over their quota right now.
And Maryland came in second of the Big Ten in terms of forcing turnovers at 14 a ball game, only UCLA with more. Michigan has the basketball, trailing 62-61. First deficit for Michigan since the final 2 minutes of the first half. Jones, Donaldson, Gale, Wolf, and Golden on the floor for Michigan. Winner advances to Sunday's championship game to take on a Wisconsin team that upset Michigan State, the top seed, by 3 earlier today. Donaldson jogs into the forecourt, angles his right elbow, jumping past left wing Wolf, bullet to one armor to Donaldson, right wing a 3 for the lead, nowhere close, off to the right, rebound, pinballs its way to Maryland, secured by Gillespie.
Yeah, you talk about those turnovers. It's not about just forcing them. It's about what Maryland does with them when they force them.
Gillespie around a screen from Queen. Give it back to Queen. Give it go. Goes up with bad intentions. Had it dislodged, but it was because of a foul. So Maryland back to the free throw line on the Trey Donaldson infraction. Number 2 on the Wolverines starting point guard. And it's number 7 on Michigan. 2 shots for Queen. Game high 23 points, and he's 3 of 3 from the stripe. Queen Deep breath, one dribble, knee hoist, and he shoots it in. 13 straight for the Terps. They're up 63-61. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Second one airborne and good. Queen, brilliant today. The Big Ten's freshman of the year, a first-teamer in the league. First freshman to be a first-teamer for Maryland since Melo Trimble about a decade ago. 64-61 Terps, 7:35 left. Wolf over to Golden right point, back to Danny right wing. Sizes up Reese, attacks it to the paint, kick left corner. Gale for a three ball, it's strong. Loose ball rebound there from Golden, went up strong, misses it. Too much on it, but he gets fouled. And Vlad Golden heads to the line on the Julian Reese infraction. It's number 3 on Reese, and Golden has a chance to end a 14-0 Maryland run at the stripe. Golden 2 of 2 at the line today. Career best 72% on the year. It is up, and it is good. Golden has been getting the line a lot lately. 21 free throw attempts in his previous 2 games. See if that becomes a focal point down the stretch. Michigan within 2, second toss, bullseye. 1 point Maryland leads, 7:24 left. Golden up to 16 points and 9 rebounds.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, the Wolverines, this is not the time to fall apart right now. This is the time to come together, stay connected. Don't fall for any gimmick-type defenses.
Harris Smith just checked in. Give it over Gillespie, now left wing Queen. Sizing up against Golden, leans into him, loses the handle, and they call a foul on Vlad Golden. Derek Queen started stumbling before the tripping violation called on Vlad. It's the FAU transfer's 3rd, and free throws again for Derek Queen. This will be a foul on the floor, so it is a 1-and-1 for Queen. 7:01 to carry. 64-63. Maryland up 1. Free throw from Queen is good. And I don't think anybody realized it was a 1-and-1. Maryland wasn't having a single Terp along the lane line, and Michigan had their hands on their hips.
Yeah.
Second free throw, Queen, to try to inflate the Maryland edge to 3. Up, pure. Queen is 7 of 7 from the line. He's at 27 today.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's been as advertised. There's no doubt. I mean,
3rd in Maryland history in points by a freshman. Low block left, Golden spins away from a double team, lobs it up, misses it, but a foul on the shot by Reese. Golden missed that one off the top right portion of the window, and Julian Reese has 4 at the 6:47 mark. 66-63 Maryland. Potentially a kink in the armor of this Crab 5 for Maryland. Vlad Golden back to the stripe. Knee bend, shot, hits it. 66-64. Wolverines cut it to 2 with 6:47 to play. Jordan Geronimo in to spell Reese. Important minutes for Geronimo, who had his best game of the year yesterday. 11 points, 26 minutes, both season highs. Today, 2 points in 10 minutes of action. Golden sights it, shoots it, swishes it. 1 point Maryland lead. 66-65, 6:45 left in Indy. Birth of the Big Ten championship game on the line, where Maryland has never been. Gillespie snakes his way left elbow. Lob it Queen, face guarded by Wolf. Queen off the dribble, drifts right of the lane, still bouncing, steps back, fades away. High arcer, Plink goes out, rebounded into the arms of Reuben Jones for Michigan. Wolverines can reclaim the lead in a game that's featured 10 changes of the lead. Right side Donaldson, looks right, dribbles left. One arm pass Golden, catches right block into a driving Gale, reverses, missed it short, rebound. Wolf goes up strong, no good, but a foul. Danny Wolf's 14th rebound earns him a couple of free throws on the Derek Queen foul with 6:07 to play. Michigan down a point. Queen foul number 1, and the team's 6th.
well, I tell you what, this is the way they expected this game to go. To be a back and forth game. Michigan knows how to win these type of games. It's just going to be one of those games you have to gut out right now.
First free throw today for Wolf. He's a 60%er on the year, and that one's nothing but nylon. And we're no better than when we started. At 3:52 this afternoon in Indianapolis, 66-66 with 6:07 to play. Harris Smith exits, and with 4 fouls, Julian Reese returns.
Yeah, I sense a calmness about the Wolverines. Not the they came back and we're the deer in headlights right now. I think they got a calmness about them that they're ready to push forward.
For the lead for Wolf from the line, and he knocks it down. 67-66 Michigan. 6:07 to play. Wisconsin awaits the winner tomorrow afternoon. Gillespie into the forecourt with Rice, Miguel, Queen, and Reese, the outstanding starting 5 for the second-seeded Maryland Terrapins. Gillespie around a Queen screen. Right of the lane, jump stop in the paint. Lob Rice, catch and shoot left wing 3 is good. Rice's first triple make of the game after 7 yesterday, and it's 69-67 Terps. Center circle Donaldson. Angles left wing, accelerates in the paint, kick it back Wolf. He drives with intention, finger roll, no good off the glass. Rebound Julian Reese for the Terps. 69-67, Maryland trying to inflate the lead with 5:20 on a rolling second half clock. Gillespie pauses right baseline, detours underneath the cup, back left corner. Has Golden on him on a switch. Timer down to 10. Reese number 10 for the Terps. Over to Rice, stumbles left wing, loses the handle, ball on the deck. Reese makes contact with Wolf Rice makes contact with Wolf, and Rice is called for the foul. As Danny Wolf's a little bit slow to get back into the swing of things. He had a cut on his left eye from yesterday, and he got hit somewhere close to that here. 1-1 for Wolf. Michigan down 2, 5:05 remaining.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's laying it on the line, that's for sure. I mean, he's probably a little bit exhausted at the same time, so.
He has played 29 of a possible 35 minutes today. 19 points and 14 rebounds, 2 shy of a career high there. Free throw up and got a roll. Left side of the rim, backboard and in. Earns a second and cuts it to 1. 69-68 Terps. Deep breath from Danny. 3 dribbles. Knee bend with his family sitting 7 rows up, looking on from the free throw line, extended right. Wolf ties it up at 69, and we got 5 minutes left in the Big Ten semifinal.
Yeah, and the Michigan faithful are up, trying to get the Wolverines to come up with a defensive stop right here.
Rice on a catch, head of the key, leans in, floats and swishes. Nice move from Rice, who's starting to sizzle a little bit. 71-69 Michigan, down 2 with 4:45 left. Donaldson into the forecourt. He's been quiet in the second half after a good first half. Left side Golden spins into his double. Doesn't matter. Finishes left block with a right hand off the glass. 71 all. 4.5 left.
And Michigan is starting to go to the well right now, and that well being Vlad Golden. He's delivering.
Michigan trying to get to the Big Ten title game for the first time since 2019. Left side Rice, pop-up 3, way too strong. Golden had the rebound, and he lost it. It hit off the shoulder of Gale out of bounds. Dusty May trying to encourage his club. Some emphatic claps of his hands after friendly fire costs Michigan a possession. 4:12 left. Wolf spelled briefly as Will Cheddar returns for the Maize and Blue.
Yeah, that was valuable there. I mean, you can hear the gasp in the crowd. They knew how valuable that shot was.
Inbound Queen lobs it away, and it's caught by Jones. Miscommunication between Queen and Rice. Other side of the floor, right corner, Cheddar. Now Golden right wing. Sights up a 3 ball. Buries it! Michigan in front on Vlad Golden's first made 3 since January 19th. Timeout. 74-71 Michigan. Vlad Golden with timing beautifully that 3.
Hey, you know what? When they're getting ready to attempt it, I said, why not? You know.
3:56 left. 74-71 Michigan. The Wolverines, the one to take time. We'll do it with them Back for the finish next. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
This Michigan season is all about teamwork, on and off the court. That's why we're thrilled to have Founders Brewing Company as a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Founders has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like Michigan Pilsner, their new Mortal Bloom, and of course All-Day IPA right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Celebrate every three-pointer and slam dunk with the perfect pour of Founders. Learn more about Founders community involvement and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
You found the home of the Wolverines.
Right wing, a heave for the tie.
Yes, sir.
The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's Ford Truck Month, and we're celebrating 48 years as America's best-selling trucks. Whether you use your F-150 truck for work or recreation, every feature is engineered for a specific goal to help you make easy work out of the hardest jobs while providing exceptional comfort and style. Right now, Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT 4x4 Super Crew for $349 a month for 24 months, with $3,179 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $500 matching down Trade Assist, $1,000 RCL cash, $1,250 Open Trade Assist, and $2,250 AXCD bonus cash. Offer ends March 31st. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers during Truck Month and take advantage of this $349 F-150 lease offer before it ends.
3:56 left in this Big Ten Tournament semifinal. Michigan 74, Maryland 71. And with those 3 minutes and 56 seconds left, we're keeping it here for the rest of this one. This last call is presented by Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, welcome to Craft. Well, how about some obscure three-point performances, Terry? Vlad Golden just gave Michigan the lead with his first three since mid-January. Roddy Gale is second since the calendar flip late in the first half. And for Maryland, Derek Queen had 2 threes in 24 tries coming into this ball game. He's 2 of 3 today.
Man, something's in the air. I don't know what it is.
You know what it is?
What is it?
It's March.
That's
what's in the air.
It's March.
Wolverines trying to get to their first Big Ten Tournament championship game since 2019, trying to win it for the first time since going back-to-back in 17 and 18. Maryland's never been to the Big Ten Tournament championship game. Their last conference tournament championship game appearance was when John Gilchrist was rolling for the Terps in 2004, ripped up the Greensboro Coliseum en route to an ACC tournament title for the Terps. These two teams locked into a doozy, their second ever meeting in this event. The first, finished by Phil Martelli as the head coach. Juwan Howard was ejected. Michigan won it in nearby Lucas Oil Stadium. By the way, congrats to Phil's son, Phil Jr. He and Bryant winning the America East title today. Out of the timeout, Gillespie right wing for the Terps. Skip it in, Reese drives in, banks. No, but a foul on Vlad Golden. Going up strong. Reese against Golden. No, they're going to say the foul's on Trey Donaldson, which helps Michigan from a spreading out standpoint. Would have been Golden's fourth. Instead, it's Donaldson's third. And they make Reese earn it at the free throw line, where he's a 74% shooter on the year and 4 of 5 today. 74-71 Michigan. Reese's first is short.
Yeah, well, Michigan needs to make sure that they start securing that basketball. They're coming up with stops. Even on this free throw line, you got to be able to come up with these rebounds.
Second one was also short, but he got a roll on this one, knock it down for a free throw make. 74-72, Michigan's lead down to 2. Dangerous passing, but Michigan breaks the press. Danny Wolf almost had it poked away, and then Trey Donaldson had to leap up near the center line to grab it.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal, but we got it over.
Not pretty. 3:30 left. Michigan by 2. Golden spins in the lane on a triple team. Banks it up nowhere. Close ball loose. Last touch by Jones on a throw off Gillespie. Jones saving it. Tiptoeing the baseline sideline corner near us. And off Gillespie. Michigan maintains And I think they want to take a look at the shot clock maybe. With 3:24 left, you can't look at the inbounds, out of bounds thing, and it's not even close. It was very clearly off Maryland.
Yeah, Reuben Jones making those invisible plays again.
Reuben had a tremendous 8-point performance, 2 of 2 from 3 yesterday. Today, not a big score, 2 points, but 2 rebounds, an assist, 27 minutes. And in this case, Terry, I think what Reuben Jones has done in allowing Roddy Gale Jr. to come off the bench, that's been maybe Reuben's biggest contribution to this game with the way that Roddy's played.
Yeah, and I think both have accepted those roles and embraced them. And it's given Michigan a punch in the arm, if you will.
So they shaved 26 seconds on the shot clock down to 9 because Maryland never did have possession. Makes sense. Roddy Gale Jr. has to inbound it. Now a quick whistle.
Whoa.
As Gale got the basketball, and then Larry Scarato whistled. So 1 tick came off that timer. It's at 8 now.
You going to put it back on there or not?
There it goes. 3:23 to play. 9 on the shot clock. 74-72 Michigan. Gale, Wolf, Jones, Donaldson, and Golden on the floor. Michigan's area 51 of Golden and Wolf have combined for 44 points and 23 boards. Inbound Golden, catches left wing, leave it Gale, shot clock at 5, Gale, jumping pass, leave it Jones, steps back, right point, has to heave over Gillespie, it's an air ball and a shot clock violation. They'll just say it went out of bounds before the timer goes off. And Michigan unable to generate anything on an awkward positioning of that inbound. Still 74-72 U of M.
Yeah, well, let's lock down. Defense is going to win this game.
It was 77-74 Wisconsin over Michigan State in the first semi. This one going down to the wire as well. Gillespie at the left point around a Reese screen. He works his way left elbow, pauses his dribble to Miguel left side. Bangs into Jones, who gets called for a touch foul. 25 feet out. Michigan's 10th. And it's 2 free throws for Selton Miguel on Reuben Jones' 4th infraction of the ball game.
Well, I tell you, Miguel's been playing lights out. He's kind of overdue for giving us a missed free throw here.
Today, 2 of 2 from the line. Shoots it up and scores it. He's 76% on the year. Amari Burnett in for the 4-foul Reuben Jones. 1 point, Michigan lead. 1 more free throw for Miguel. Second on the Terps with 15 points. Free throw up, and it's good. And Maryland hits the reset button. A 40-minute battle, whittled down to 2 minutes, 58 seconds, all square at 74. Maryland, some press, inbound Wolf, back to Gale. Michigan jogs into the forecourt as the Terps relent to try to bring about a better defensive alignment. Matchup zone look here from the Terps. Right wing Wolf around a Golden screen, spins down the right baseline, had a knocked out of bounds by Queen. 12 on the shot clock, Michigan another. Dwindling timer inbound spot here with the game deadlocked at 74.
Yeah, and you have to make sure everyone's on the same page. Everyone knows that it's only 12 seconds, and it's going to have to be something quick hitting.
Inbound Golden, low block right, leans in, Banks scores, and they call an offensive foul on Golden, and that was Reese, who would have picked up his 5th. And for a second consecutive game, Michigan is called for 2 charges.
Wow.
And that would have disqualified Reese. Instead, it's Vlad Golden, his 4th foul. Maryland the ball, 74 all, 2.5 to play. Deflected pass gets to Queen at the center line. Queen leads everybody with 27. Has Wolf on him left wing. Around a Reese hedge. Queen now against Golden. Step back left point 3. Off the heel. Rebound Reese.
Yes.
Stolen away by Burnett and Gale. Michigan has it back. 74 all. 2:08 to play. Donaldson high on the left wing. To Wolf right wing. Looking over to Dusty May as head coach for the offensive set. 2-minute mark now. All tied up 74 apiece. Wolf waiting for a screen, gets it from Golden, buries into Queen. Wolf jumping pass into Golden, catches Banks and scores. Michigan back in front, 76-74, 1:50 to play.
About that 4-5 pick and roll. I mean, Dusty holds that card in his pocket to the end of the game.
Gillespie around a screen, considers a three, just posits to Queen, gets it back high on the right. Shot clock halfway gone. Timeout Kevin Willard and Maryland. With 1:35 left, 76-74 Michigan. We'll keep it here as we reset things. Now both teams with one timeout left. Maryland in the double bonus as Michigan is past double figures in fouls this half, while the Wolverines would shoot a 1-and-1 on a non-shooting foul. Maryland 17 fouls. Possession arrow favors Maryland, 76-74. Wolverines on top of the Terps, with Wisconsin awaiting in tomorrow's championship game. This one, like that Wisconsin win over Michigan State, back and forth, high level. This is Sweet 16 or beyond type basketball, Terry.
Man, I tell you what, this Big Ten tournament has fixed teams, got them ready for the NCAA tournament. I tell you what, this is what tournament games are going to look like. So
Michigan is led for 17 minutes even. Maryland 15 minutes, 15 seconds. The game has been tied for just shy of 6 minutes. Out of the Kevin Willard timeout is second to last. Maryland comes out with its Crab five starting lineup. Inbounder will be Rodney Rice. 14 on the timer. Flings it right corner Miguel, face guarded by Gale. Jogs right wing over to Gillespie, straight on. Timer to 6. Michigan by 2. Gillespie skip it to Queen. Head of steam, leans in, underhands it, somehow finds Reese. Banks missed it on a good contest from Golden. Got hit in the face. Play on. Both Reese and Golden playing with 4 fouls. Michigan the ball up 2, 1:13 left. Donaldson, center circle for the Maize and Blue. Push pass right wing Wolf, who has 21 points and 14 boards. His 15th double-double. Wolf, head of steam, leans in left of the lane. Offensive foul, another charge called on Michigan with an even minute to play, and Danny Wolf has his 3rd foul. That one was a little bit closer to it than the Black Golden one. That was a foul. So 76-74. And the basketball a little damp, so Chris Williams, calm, cool, and collected. Michigan's trainer brings over a towel to Larry Scarato. And now, just the final minute of a thrilling Big Ten semi. Michigan by 2, Terps the ball.
Yeah, this is championship plays right now. Michigan's got to be ready to close out.
Left wing, Queen drives in on Wolf. Somehow got off a shot off the glass and scored it low on the left. And then Queen poked it away from Gale. Should have been a delay of game there, but they're letting them play it out. 40 seconds left. 14-second game clock, shot clock differential. 76-76. Michigan and Maryland for a spot in Sunday's title tilt. Donaldson around a double screen. Pops up right wing 3. Oh, from right where he hit the Penn State 3 to go ahead in late January and start Michigan's big surge. He gives Michigan a 3-point lead with just 27.9 remaining. Oh, the confidence of Trey Donaldson to give Michigan the lead back.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Coach Dusty May called his number and he delivered.
Timeout. Michigan, its last. 79-76. 27.9 on the big clock. This timer dark, at least for the end of the second half. Michigan trying to set up a matchup with Wisconsin tomorrow. And Maryland, a team that's been lethal from 3 lately. Coming in, the Terps had been awesome from 3 into this ball game, but today just 7 of 21.
Yeah, let's not even speak that into existence. Right now, the Wolverines have to play solid defense. When that ball goes up on the glass, be ready to gain possession of that basketball and be strong. I mean, they're coming. They're going to be hacking away. So they've done a good job here today for the most part. And when that ball goes on the glass, all hands on deck, grab the rebound, just make it happen.
Terps were 18 of 39 from 3 in their last 2. North of 45%. Here today, 7 of 21. Michigan just hit its 7th three. They're at 39% from deep. Their best showing from downtown in quite some time. And we referenced that Penn State matchup for Michigan back in late January that kind of helped resuscitate things. That's the best since they were at 43%. Into the forecourt come the Terps. Gillespie, right baseline, drives, underhand, leaves it on a skip to Reese. Jump stop, Banks scores. 15 seconds left even. Maryland cuts it to 1, 79-78. Inbound Golden feeds Wolf, and he is fouled with 12.6 left by Gillespie. Best case scenario for the Terps in terms of who fouled, and also probably the best case scenario for who's going to the line statistically. Danny Wolf came in 60%. But he's 4 of 4 today as he readies for a 1-and-1 with Michigan clinging to a 1-point lead.
Well, Danny Wolf's been in this position before, and we've seen him be able to step up to that line and close it out. And what a game this young man has had. And
so Wolf at the stripe, front end of the 1-and-1, airborne and no good. Rebound secured by Gillespie. 10 seconds left. Terps have a timeout, and they take it with 7.5 left. 79-78 Michigan. So the Terrapins can draw up a final play to try to walk off with a win. 7.5 to play as we let our stations take 10 seconds for ID and tell how awesome they are in this thrilling Big Ten semifinal. 10 for ID. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Back here in Indianapolis, Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce. 79-78 Michigan, 7.5 to play. Maryland will inbound momentarily from in front of its bench. If you're Michigan in this spot, what are you thinking Maryland's go-to will be here? Because there's not a lot of time with which to work.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something with Gillespie and Queen in that pick-and-roll action. They've been successful on that. I think Michigan would have to be looking at trying to possibly switch that. Not sure if they will. They may end up going under. A lot of different case scenarios here, but I'll tell you what, it's going to boil down to this last possession, and Michigan's going to have to stick like glue and be active. This is a championship play here.
Michigan comes out defensively with Donaldson, Jones, Gale, Wolf, and Golden. As expected, the starting five on the floor for Maryland: Gillespie, Rice, Miguel, Reese, and Queen.
Yeah, and how about that? They put Queen.
Gillespie to inbound. Wolf bothers him. Lobs it up. Tipped by Queen. Saved on the right wing. And then Reuben Jones is called for a foul with 5.3 left, 25 feet from the basket, as Queen was bobbling the basketball. It's a two-shot foul for Queen with 5.3 left. Michigan trying to hold on to a 79-78 lead, and Dusty May calls a timeout.
Unbelievable.
So no timeouts for either side. 2 free throws for Queen, who's a 76% free throw shooter on the season, and he's a flawless 7 of 7 at the line. But I'll tell you this, in the first semifinal, John Tonje was 12 of 12 at the line with 6 seconds left. Missed both to give Michigan State a chance to win it. Excuse me, to tie it at regulation.
Yeah, it's a little different right now.
Yes, it is. Queen, the Big Ten's freshman of the year, who is tied a career high with 29 points today. 1 free throw to tie, 2 to take the lead. Queen bends the knee, shoots, and swishes. Looked calm, cool, and collected there. 79 all. 5.3 left. 12th tie of the game. No one for the Terps along the lane line. 4 Wolverines waiting. Second free throw. Rattles home. 80-79. Maryland the lead. 5.3 left. No timeouts for Michigan. Donaldson the inbound to Golden. Handoff Donaldson. Jets his way with 3. Straight on with 2. Leans in. Scoops. Oh! There's There's no timeout. 81-80. Michigan with the lead. They're going to review it to call time for a second. They'll probably put a little bit of time on, but Trey Donaldson gives Michigan the lead, coast to coast on a scooping layup, 81-80. Donaldson in a blur. He misfired on a few of those chances earlier this year, but Donaldson, with confidence, darted his way all the way to the cup, and Michigan's 0.4 seconds from an appearance in the Big Ten championship game. So Maryland can catch and shoot.
Yeah,
an important review.
Yeah, you have to look at Maryland probably trying to throw it the length of the court with the catch and shoot. So
81-80 Michigan. Gillespie inbounds for Maryland. Danny Wolf, Michigan's 7'4" man to jump around and bother. Gillespie heaves one-handed. Rainmaker. It is tipped up into the air, and that's the ball game. Maryland unable to get off a shot, and Trey Donaldson caught the ricochet, flings it up into the air, almost hit the video board straight up as Donaldson and the Wolverines shock Maryland 81-80. They'll play for a Big Ten Tournament championship tomorrow afternoon against the Wisconsin Badgers.
You want to talk about stunned.
Shell-shocked,
Shell-shocked, stunned.
Michigan 81, Maryland 80. A ticky-tack foul, no bother for Michigan. The Wolverines with Trey Donaldson head of steam, right to left. You always say it, Terry, stop the man with the ball. Maryland never did.
Yeah, that's rule number one, but I tell you what, Trey Donaldson had a head of steam up, and to go that fast and be able to lay it off the glass that soft, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, am I happy for that young man. I tell you, Coach Dusty May challenged the backcourt, say I need more. Trey Donaldson has gave you more.
81-80, Michigan over Maryland as the Wolverines head to the Big Ten championship game to take on the Wisconsin Badgers. Danny Wolf stopping by courtside to talk about it. A 1-point Michigan win. Danny, what's going through your mind right now?
Trey Donaldson, after I missed that free throw, he looked at me and he said, I got us, don't worry, I got you. And I saw him with a clear head of steam, and I knew it was going in. And shout out how hard our team played. Maryland played a hell of a game, but we were able to come out with the win, and we got a big one tomorrow.
Yeah, Danny, what was going through your mind, or what was the team's mindset when you seen Maryland make that run and come back and actually take the lead?
Yeah, Coach May was just emphasizing response and how we were going to respond. And I think we did a great job at that. We were up 15, they came back, took the lead, and we stuck with it, and we were able to come out with the big one.
You and Vlad Golden, we've seen that 4-5 pick and roll. How did they challenge you guys, and how did you overcome it today?
Yeah, just took what the game gave us. We had a big one late. Vlad got a little dump off. But, I mean, I want to give this one to Trey. Trey was the reason we won this game, and so proud of him.
Yeah, and talk about Trey. I mean, there's no secret that Coach Dusty May has been publicly saying he needed more out of his backcourt. He needed more from Trey Donaldson. Talk about how the way Trey responded.
We all know what he's capable of. He's had games like this all year. He had a little hump these last few weeks, a little slump, and man, when we needed him most, he came through. That's all I got to say.
Danny, heck of a win. Congratulations. Enjoy it, my friend. We'll talk to you tomorrow. There's Danny Wolf. Michigan gets it done. 81-80. Danny Wolf high-fiving the fans behind us after the Wolverines get the job done. 81-80 over the Terps. So much to do on the postgame. Reaction from Dusty May and a few players from the locker room. Terry's analysis next as well. Michigan 81, Maryland 80. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Risk management is not just what we do, it's our calling. We trace our roots to 1850 when Alan Pinkerton founded Pinkerton's National Detective Agency. During our rich history, we created a forerunner to the U.S. Secret Service, hired America's first woman detective, and remained the industry leader. Today, we infuse institutional knowledge and technology with integrity, vigilance, and excellence to deliver innovative solutions to clients around the globe. No matter when, no matter where, we are there for you. Because at Pinkerton, we never sleep.
Go blue. Go long. Go 5.5% ABV. Go sparkling citrus and real liquor. Go gluten-free and full flavor. Go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish long drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume, gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024, The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Subscribe to the official podcast home of Michigan Athletics and Go Blue Podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365.